Grand Slam scene. He won the first Wimbledon of the Open era in 1968, defeating top-ranked amateur Arthur Ashe in the semifinal in straight sets, then went on to win the final. Laver would win a total of 11 Grand Slams as both a pro and an amateur at this time, despite being banned from Grand Slam play for 5 of his best years. He won 6 doubles Grand Slams, 3 mixed doubles titles, and he also led his Australian team to 5 Davis Cup victories. One of the best, an icon in Rod Laver. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Pate.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM Channel 89.
This is the NBA on SiriusXM.
Full steam out of the backcourt, all the way to the rim for a thunderous slam.
Every game, all season long, through the NBA Finals.
Drives, he jump stops, he's off balance, he put it up and in. I don't know how.
Your home for hoops is SiriusXM Radio. Now, let's take you courtside for the game.
What's going on at all times, and I think we've shown pretty good flashes, but at the same time we also had a bunch of turnovers. Just improving on that would be great.
I don't want to put it on referees. We need to figure out how to play through that physicality, and when teams do that against us, how we need to be strong with the ball and how we can take advantage of defense like that.
That's the voice or voices of Raptors center Jakob Poeltl and head coach Darko Rajakovic following Toronto's loss a couple of nights ago to the Denver Nuggets, as Toronto had another fourth quarter lead, another relatively late fourth quarter lead, but unfortunately they weren't able to hang on, and the Nuggets come back to beat the Raptors 121-119. Toronto with a shot at the buzzer to win it, and it rimmed out for RJ Barrett, and now the Raptors enter action tonight at 2-6, getting set for their second of 5 straight on the road, and they are in Sacramento to face the Kings for the second time in a week. And they already beat the Kings in that first appearance at Scotiabank Arena. And Jonesy, this is the first game back at home after an East Coast road trip for Sacramento. And those are always the tough ones when teams from the West come back home from the East, or when teams from the East come back home from the West, etc. These are the games you want to jump on.
Yeah, if you can. Listen, they do have a little bit of familiarity on their side, but at the same time, you're right. These are the ones because they can feel like another road game till they get settled. And if you can get off to a good start, jump on them early, just kind of plant the seed in their head that you're home, but this may not be your night. This might be one of those, rare losses at home nights. And if you're Toronto, there's certain people you got to look after. You got to look after DeRozan. Got to keep your eye on De'Aaron Fox. And then Malik Monk is a guy coming off the bench that can light you up in a hurry if you're not on top of stuff.
Well, and you mentioned the former Raptor, DeMar DeRozan, had a season-high 33 points in the loss in Toronto, so certainly keep your eye on him tonight in this ballgame against Toronto as the Raptors and the Sacramento Kings get set to go. We've got tip-off coming in less than 10 minutes' time. Jonesy, why don't we look at the keys to victory? Brought to you by Honda. Up your game. Lease the CR-V from 2.99% up to 28 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. I can guess at least one, if not two, but give me some of your keys to victory.
Well, the first one is the first quarter, getting off to a good start. Raptors have had to play from behind in a couple of instances, although I'll give them credit. After a slow start in Denver, they did a really nice job coming back. So that's something that I would keep an eye on in the first quarter here, getting off to a good start. Looking after the turnovers, I mean, still at this point in the year, they're getting better. They're coming down, but they're still 25th in the NBA in turnovers per game. And turnovers lead to broken floor situations, and that really stresses your defense. So those all kind of go hand in hand, the turnovers, the defense, and then you got to keep opponents off the foul line. Raptors last in the NBA in fouls per game. And when you look at free throw attempts per game, Raptors at the bottom. Opponents have more free throw attempts against Toronto than anybody else. So those are the two. And then I would say find a way to keep Grady going. He's been really, really good. Find a way to keep him going and keep him engaged and involved, but just make sure that he's doing it the right way. And he's not put in a situation where he's trying to do too much and ends up turning the ball over.
Grady Dick entering action tonight, averaging over 21.5 points per game this season, over 2.5 rebounds, and just under 2.5 assists in 32-plus minutes, shooting 47% from the field and just over 38% from three. But he has had a nice stretch of games here over the course of the last week. In fact, in the last 4 games, shooting over 41% from three and averaging over 27 points per game. Emmanuel Quickley will be out of the lineup yet again tonight as we take a look at the injury report brought to you by Desjardins Insurance. Get insurance that's really big on care. And that's the big one I'd say right now. I mean, you haven't had Kelly Olynyk yet this season, nor Bruce Brown. Those are 2 guys that were supposed to be in your top 8. Then you lose Scotty Barnes. But then on top of that, Emmanuel Quickley, Jonesy, goes down in the first game of the season. And luckily for Toronto, in spite of those absences, they've had a lot of dudes step up, and most notably, a couple of rookies, if not a handful of rookies, a few rookies that have played extremely well when you think about the impact that Jamal Shed has made, and certainly Jonathan Mobo as well.
Jonathan Mobo is a great case. And I mean, Shed is a guy that, if you watched the tournament last year, and we've talked about this, you knew that if he was healthy, his team was going to make a deep run. He wasn't, and the Cougars got knocked out. He's a guy that could have been a first-round pick. He really could have. I think that was a real steal for the Raptors. And then Mobo, you know, he's a guy to me that you talk about a 3-and-D guy. Once he gets his shooting down, and people say, well, he can't shoot. Well, that's what you learn in the NBA. I mean, it's very different than college, where sometimes your athleticism, your size, your strength, you can just overpower people. Once he learns to shoot, he's got the defense. I think he's a sneaky good playmaker when he stays in his lane and he's not trying to do too much and he stays within the framework of the offense. And he's a guy who's, I think he's a huge help. So those are 2 kids that keep an eye on. They've been good. A lot of the the rookies that they've drafted in terms of looking to the future. And hey, if not Toronto, they become assets that somebody else would want to.
2 other rookies that are getting minutes right now, too. Jamison Battle has looked pretty good. And, of course, Jacoby Walter, the first-round draft pick from this past June as well. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off of the Raptors and Kings in Sacramento. You're listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank. This is how we fan. Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors, right here on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
From November 7th to 13th, the Great Save event is on at SportCheck. Take 25% off full-priced items on the top brands in sport. Plus, save up to 50% on featured door crashers. See in-store or sportcheck.ca for more details.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get a...
Yep, the McValue menu has a lot of delicious options for under $4 each plus tax. So it's okay to take a minute when ordering. The McValue menu at participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada. Prices exclude delivery.
I have the test results. Impressive. During those unpredictable weather conditions, the improved Celsius 2 really performed when needed most. Our open country tire got us through tough weather on a variety of terrains. In the really bad conditions, Toyo Observe outperformed with advanced tread design, sipes, and of course, they've got nuts that really grip. That's a winning lineup.
You can get even better results. For a limited time, save up to $80 on select sets of 4 Toyo tires. Details at toyotires.ca.
Autumn is a season of change. The colors of the leaves and chill in the air. As the days grow shorter, make the moments last longer at Thermea Spa Village. Engage your senses with an Ufgas ritual. Delight in seasonal flavors with a carefully crafted culinary experience. Relax in a hot bath and soak in the beauty of autumn. Plan your personalized weekday getaway at thermea.com/Whitby. Take good care.
If you've got room in your day to doom scroll until your battery dies, binge an entire season of reality TV, or watch funny cat videos on loop, you've got room for play with thrilling arcade games. epic attractions, live entertainment, crave-worthy food, and handcrafted cocktails, the Rec Room is the ultimate place to let loose and have fun. The Rec Room. Make room for play. Find the Rec Room near you at therecroom.com.
At Toyota, we believe your vehicle is more than just a ride. It's family. So make sure it's prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store. Because winter's a lot like some people's in-laws. It's cold, shows up unexpectedly, and refuses to leave. Trust the experts at Toyota for premium winter tires, batteries, brakes, and more. Beat the winter rush. Book an appointment at shoptoyota.ca or contact your local Toyota dealer today.
What a tackle. Let's go to the sidelines.
You're in the zone today, Matt. Really on your game.
Yeah. Getting more sleep, not snoring all night. What a huge difference it can make.
Problem snoring? Suffer from sleep apnea? Invest in yourself. Call Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. She'll use her laser to help treat your snoring and oral appliance like a sports mouth guard for your sleep apnea. Your partner will thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
Book your appointment with Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. Call 647-243-2006.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, counting down to the tip-off between the Sacramento Kings and the Toronto Raptors. Both teams on the floor. Starting lineups are in the books, and we'll give them to you right now as the Raptors, no changes for them in terms of their starting five. Davion Mitchell, Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl, Ochai Agbaji, and R.J. Barrett. For Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, after missing the last two games, back in the lineup and back in the starting lineup. Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, and Keegan Murray, as Mike Brown in his third season with Sacramento gets set to take on Darko Rajakovic and the Raptors. Toronto again coming in at 2-6, and certainly would love to get that first win on this road trip as they head to Los Angeles, the Raptors do, for two games against the Clippers and the Lakers coming up this weekend.
On the back-to-back, and let's see if Toronto can go in with a win. They had success against Sacramento in Toronto, carried the energy of Vince Carter's retirement night with them, but especially in the second half. So let's see what they can do tonight, see if they can get out to a good start. Golden One Center is a tough place to play, and the Kings have been on the road. They've come home. These fans are going to give them some energy.
We are set to go. Sabonis and Poeltl in the middle of the court. And the ball is up, and it's controlled by the Raptors. Davion Mitchell will bring it up across center out on the far side. Hands it off to Ochai. Up top straight away, it's now R.J. Barrett. Barrett cross court, left to right over to Mitchell. Dips behind a screen set by Poeltl over to Dick on the near side. Drives to the 10 and flushes it down with a two-hand dunk.
Great job by Poeltl to hold off Sabonis so he was unable to come over and help.
Fox out on the far side on the wing for Sacramento to Huerter. Turns, fires, three ball off the side of the rim, out of bounds. And the Raptors will control.
I like the fact that Grady started with a drive. Everybody knows him as a guy who shoots the ball, but catch there, shot fake. They were playing the shot, and he goes right into the drive.
Barrett cut off at the far elbow, kicks back on the perimeter to Grady Dick. He elevates for the triple, missed that one, and DeMar DeRozan boxed out Ochai, got the rebound, and hands it off now to Fox across center. 2-0 Toronto, 1 minute into the ballgame. Fox left to right around the perimeter. Over on the far side, it's DeRozan trying to get a step on Ochai. Agbaji there to cut off DeRozan at the baseline, but DeMar turns, fires on the fade, miss. Sabonis a push in the back, maybe got away with that on Poeltl. Kicks it back out to Murray. Down Main Street, and the finger roll is good. We're tied 2-2.
Offensive rebounding. Raptors all bent out of shape defensively.
And now we've got an offensive foul going against Toronto and wipe out the possession, send it the other way, give the ball to Sacramento.
Yeah, Poeltl got to be careful. They had the lead, and he fouled out in Denver. They didn't have an answer for Jokic. He's got to be careful.
90 seconds gone by now. Sabonis hands it off to Murray on the wing near side. Back up top to Sabonis. Little ball fake, puts it on the floor, drives into the paint, sidestep, pass over, far corner, DeRozan. He sets the feet. Barrett goes flying by. DeRozan pauses that extra second and buries the three. 5-2 Kings. 10:05 to go here in the opening quarter. Jakob Poeltl. 1 foot inside the arc, out toward the far side. Gives it off to Grady Dick. A little push shot from the far elbow. Got it to go. Grady, with his bucket right there, has Toronto within 1. He's got both of Toronto's points.
Great job to hustle back, too, by Poeltl. They tried to find Sabonis on the rim run.
I said both of his points. Of course, I meant both of their buckets. And a third bucket right there for Ochai Agbaji, driving on the far side. Left-hand finish, plus the foul, and a three-point opportunity. And DeRozan shot a couple of possessions ago. They're now saying his foot was over the line, and they're going to call it a long two. So Toronto actually leading now 6-4 with a chance for more at the stripe.
Nice drive by Agbaji. Going to the middle, left hand to the middle, and finishing with a little baby hook. Young players, you get a lot of stuff going to the basket with your weak hand or non-dominant hand. A lot of people expect you to stop and shoot it.
7-4, Raptors leading after Ochai knocked down the free throw. Sabonis now hands off to DeRozan. DeRozan above the far elbow, gives it back to Sabonis toward the far corner. Sabonis now puts it on the floor, trying to bounce and drive past Jakob Poeltl. He does so, and Grady Dick not able to get there. As he tried to help at the last second, Sabonis still got the bucket at 7-6.
Sabonis left-handed like Agbaji on the last one, left hand into the middle.
9:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Raptors leading by 1. It's 7-6. Barrett on the near side, gets just below the near elbow. Now turns through the paint. Left hand, little hook shot is a floater that's good. And the Raptors go up 9-6.
Well, he got into the lane. Good job. They made him go to his right, and RJ said, okay, I'll take it.
DeRozan back, took a bump. His pass picked off by Barrett. Down the floor comes RJ, driving on the far side, scoops it up and in, and finishes in a little traffic, and the Raptors go up 11-6.
He did a nice job, although I thought he could have used a hit ahead to Davion Mitchell, but take the bucket.
Fox back for the Kings, got into the lane, took on 3 Raptors, and left his shot short right off the front of the rim. Here come the Raptors leading by 5. Straightaway deep triple, no good for Grady, too strong. And the rebound to Keegan Murray. Gives it up to Sabonis across center, drops it back to Murray on the far wing, turns, fires, 3-ball is good. And just like that, the Kings cut it to 2. 8:10 to go now, opening quarter. Mitchell to Agbaji, straight away, looking for Poeltl. He's got him above the arc out on the far side. Yak hands it back to Mitchell. Dips behind the screen. Passes now over to Ochai. He missed his from three-point range off the front of the rim, and here come the Kings. Kevin Huerter to Sabonis. Sabonis going at Poeltl. Cut off near that left block, goes far corner to Murray. Murray along the baseline, now flashing into the lane. Got stripped. Nice hands by RJ, picked up by Grady. Ahead to Mitchell, weaves through traffic, scoops it up on a reverse miss. Grady cleans it up, second chance time. Kick out to Barrett. 3-ball is good. RJ rips the cords. It's 14-9 Toronto.
Great job, Grady, pursuing, not giving up on the play, and the best time to get the 3 is on the offensive rebound.
7:25 to go as Huerter gets into the lane. Left-hand scoop, moving right to left through the paint, got it to go. Looked like it was caught on his hip for a moment, but he still got it to go, and it's 14-11 Toronto. 7:10 to play. Poeltl catches out on the far side, whips it to RJ, cutting to the 10, and a great catch and quick finish by RJ Barrett. It's 16-11 Toronto, timeout Kings.
The confidence there and chemistry between the two of them. That was a frozen rope by Poeltl in traffic with a great catch by RJ. One hand, right hand catch, and then he finishes with the left.
16-11 Toronto leading. Raptors shooting 64% from the floor. With 7:07 to go in the opening quarter, it's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win, just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Firefighter Finn McHose, that's a nickname, right? Needed help contending with a blaze of debt. He called Alpine Credits and a superhero was sent his way. Summoning water, she extinguished the fire and consolidated his debt into one low monthly payment. His floors may be wet, but his debt is
What's up, Raptors fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for the Raptors and the Sacramento Kings. Baby cat does not want to be held in this video. Go ahead, run around. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please hit that like button down below. As well, please share the link out. Let's get some more Raptors fans here in the chat. We had a lot of people here last night for the Lakers game. It was a great chat. Thanks for hanging out with us again tonight. Now let's get back to the basketball. Let's go, Raptors. Let's start getting some W's. Get some confidence back. Come on, boys. Let's go.
90. The Fan.
Welcome back, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. First quarter, 7:07 to go, and the Raptors leading 16-11, and Jonesy, one of the keys getting off to a good start. Certainly the Raptors doing that right now. I mean, defensively, they're giving up 63%, but they themselves shooting 64% and a 5-point lead.
Well, only one turnover so far for Toronto, forcing 3 from Sacramento and outscoring them 8-2 points off turnovers. So those are key numbers early on.
Getting set to resume action. Very busy night in the NBA following an off night for the entire league last night due to the U.S. presidential election. 24 of the 30 teams playing this evening, and this game, as well as Philly, LA, the Clippers, that is, the final 2 games of the evening, both tipping off in the last 5 minutes. Sacramento with the ball. Out of the timeout, it's Fox. Starting lineup still on the floor for both teams. Out on the far side, it's Herter. Drives down toward the right block, and then as he elevates, Grady Dick got in there, stripped the ball, but they're going to say that he got a little too handsy and call the foul on Grady Dick.
Grady got to keep Kevin Herter in front of him. I know you're trying to make him put it on the floor as a shooter, but you still have to do your part.
So Herter goes to the free throw line. And the first one is up and clean. Herter missed back-to-back games with an illness, but back in the lineup this season, averaging 11.5 points, just under 3 rebounds, and just under 2 assists. Shooting about 38% from distance, and certainly pretty solid at the stripe. As he knocks down both. And the Raptor lead is cut to 3 in the near corner. Grady had a good look at a 3, comes along the baseline, kicks back out to Mitchell. Davion at the free throw line, goes over on the far wing to Ochai. He missed the 3 ball, and crashing for the rebound for Sacramento is De'Aaron Fox. Fox ahead to Murray on the near side. Murray to Sabonis, back to Murray on the perimeter, turns, fires, and gets it to go. That was a tough shot.
It was a tough shot. And the pass was like a bounce. And he caught it and sprung right up into the shot.
A 5-0 run since the timeout for Sacramento. They've tied the game at 16. We're approaching the midway point of the opening quarter. 6:05 to play. Mitchell over the shoulder pass to Ochai. Back out to Mitchell on the perimeter. Stops, steps inside the arc. Missed the shot from about 18, 19 feet. And Sacramento with the rebound. Chance to grab the lead right here for the Kings. Herter, far wing, 3 ball. No good, and crashing the glass. Murray right under the tin, missed it. Raptors had 4 guys there, and Murray somehow got the rebound, but luckily Toronto wrapped up Murray. And are we going to have a jump ball, or is it a foul on Barrett? I think they're calling a foul.
It might even be on Davion Mitchell, who was kind of underneath him and had his arm wrapped up.
Now they're getting it on Barrett.
They get it on Barrett, so they're saying Murray cleared the fray with the ball.
Well, tough break for Toronto as now Barrett checks out of the ballgame. Jamison Battle's going to come in. Chris Boucher has entered as well. And we'll clean up the lineups in a couple of moments as Sacramento made a couple of changes too, with Malik Monk coming in addition to Keon Ellis. So it's DeRozan, Murray, Sabonis, Monk, Ellis for Sacramento. And for Toronto, Pirtle, Dick, Mitchell, Boucher, and Battle. DeRozan, pull-up jumper, straightaway, bucket and a foul. 3-point opportunity for DeRozan as he got it to go from 18 feet, and he's heading to the stripe.
Just inexperienced there, Jamison Battle. When DeMar raises up, stand back. Just get out of the way. Like, once he gets to his spot and becomes airborne, You just have to hope he misses because no amount of defense is going to make him miss. It's not going to distract him.
And DeMar knocks down the free throw, so give him 5 points in the ball game and give Sacramento the 3-point lead, 19-16. They're in the midst of an 8-0 run. Battle to Pirtle. Back to Battle, weaving through traffic. Far corner, Boucher, 3-ball. Good look, and it's in for Chris Boucher, tied at 19.
Good look by Jamison Battle, not forcing. Great cut. And two-man game with Pirtle and then finding Boucher in the corner.
Ellis to DeRozan, far wing, 3-ball, no good, crashing the glass. Pirtle has it, and ahead to Chris Boucher. First rebound of the game for Pirtle, who's been gobbling up rebounds all season. Mitchell dips behind the Pirtle screen, gives it back to Yak down Main Street, and the floater is good.
Nice footwork, too. Kind of the wrong foot floater. Same hand, same leg.
So after giving up the 8-0 run, the Raptors now on a 5-0 run to retake the lead at 21-19. Keegan Murray near sideline, 3-ball, no good. But he tracks down his own miss as the Raptors get caught flat-footed, and Murray just walks in and softly dunks it down on a reverse, and Darko is not happy, calls the timeout.
Well, it was a switch that caused the confusion. Boucher actually backed up, came out to challenge, and then did not recover to the ball, and Pirtle didn't close that space.
There's four
either.
guys underneath.
Well, the ball came back. So, yeah, I'm eliminating two of those guys, but you're right. You got to track down the loose ball.
Even if you give up the rebound, though, at least collapse and suck in on the guy that's driving to the tin, right?
Yeah, when it was unfortunate for the Raptors that when Murray picked it up, there was nobody in front of him.
Tied at 21, 4:39 to go, opening quarter. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
I'm here with Bill Coy of Coy Brothers, and we're talking about winter, the season that just plain sucks.
Not if you're in the snow biz.
I suppose plowing the white stuff can make you a lot of green.
Especially with a new SnowX snowplow on the front of your truck. It can make all the difference.
I hear SnowX plows are affordable and reliable.
They're built to handle tough winter conditions. We have SnowX in stock and provide install, mounts, and wiring.
Make money and kick winter straight in the squalls with a SnowX snowplow from Coy Brothers.
KOOYBROS.com.
Why do I love getting my holiday gifts at Shoppers Drug Mart? The PC Optimum points. Perfume for mom? Points for me. Chocolates for the teachers? Oh yeah, points for me. Shoppers, you should totally go. Exclusions apply.
Mark's pre-Black Friday sale is November 7th to 10th. For 4 days only, take 25% off full-priced items store-wide. Plus, save up to 60% on door crashers. Visit Marks and Marks.com to shop and save.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back, Eric Smith. Paul Jones with you. 4:39 to go in the opening frame. We're tied at 21. First quarter is brought to you by Desjardins Insurance. Get insurance that's really big on care. Toronto still going at a 60% clip right now, led by the 9 points from R.J. Barrett. A perfect 4 of 4 from the floor. Toronto getting badly out-rebounded right now, 9-3. But it hasn't impacted the game thus far. Again, locked up at 21. Sacramento shooting 53%, getting a team-high, game-high 10 from Keegan Murray, who also has more rebounds, 4 than the entire Raptor team. He's been a problem thus far. Raptors out of the timeout will bring it across center. It's Davion Mitchell on the near side. Battle comes up, grabs the ball from Mitchell. Now drops the pass over on the wing near side to Grady Dick. Grady trying to work against Ellis, kicks back out far wing to Battle. Decent look at a 3, missed it. Long rebound goes over the head of the Kings, and a little gift for Toronto on a second chance opportunity here. Mitchell gets to the baseline, whips a pass far corner. Battle missed the 3, battling down low. Yak couldn't squeeze, and Sacramento has the ball. Across center comes Monk. Real awkward with the dribble, lost control but gets it back. And now he's got it again from Sabonis. Fires back on the perimeter to DeRozan, who looks up at the shot clock. On the switch, he's got Pirtle. Pull-up jumper. DeRozan left it short off the front of the rim, and Toronto has the rebound. Mitchell to Boucher. Boucher stops, waits for the troops, hands off to Grady Dick, drives into the paint. Looked like he faked the pass and then missed on the finger roll. The presence of Sabonis looming large.
You just got to go strong. Take your shot. Don't change it and miss.
Sacramento misses on a 3-ball from Ellis. That one no good. Had a great look from the far side. And now a lid on the bucket for both teams over the last minute or so. Still tied at 21 as Mitchell turns the corner on the near side. Over the shoulder, far corner. It's Chris Boucher, 3-ball. Rattles around and goes down. The second triple of the ball game for Chris Boucher.
Well, smart move. Chris parked in the corner. Great penetration by Mitchell into the teeth of the defense.
Sacramento back across center. Monk has it on that Kings logo at center. Finds DeRozan at the free throw line. Steps into traffic, tried to go around Pirtle, missed, and the Raptors get a stop. Mitchell to battle, far wing. Jamison set the feet, left it short again.
Yeah, all three of them right on line, but all three short.
He shot the ball fairly well for Toronto this year, but struggling thus far off the bench tonight. Raptors leading 24-21. And now Toronto just got baited into another foul as Malik Monk on a jump shot took the foul, and he'll head to the stripe.
Over help. Davion Mitchell came over. Grady had Monk under control. Davion came over and Monk was off balance. Shot clock running down.
I mentioned Jamison Battle, Jonesy, in the ball game off the bench already with 3 triples, 0 for 3. Came into the ball game shooting 36%. Not great, but not terrible for a rookie. He has not looked out of place by any means, and that goes back to what we talked about in our brief little pregame. Toronto has been playing regularly, and again, because they have to, they don't have a lot of options with so many injured players. 4 rookies in Walter, Shed, Battle, and Mobo. Both free throws good for Malik Monk. As Sacramento cuts the Toronto lead to 1, it's 24-23. And now Barrett trying to work with the screen set up high by Pirtle. And they're going to call a foul on
That'll be Murray.
Keegan Murray.
Yeah, trying to get over the screen. Good screen usage by R.J. Barrett. Shoulder to shoulder with Pirtle.
2:27 to go in the opening frame as the Raptors inbound. Boucher has it over on the far wing now. It's Barrett. Straight away, Barrett dips behind a Pirtle screen, back out on the far side. Looking to give it up, and he does to Battle. Blows a tire, slipped on the floor, goes down, though, secures the ball, and then gets stripped from behind as he's on the floor by Monk. Monk back trying to lob it up for De'Aaron Fox. It's picked up by Ellis. Raptors get back defensively after this scramble play. Fox now in the near corner. Triple over Boucher is good, and Sacramento grabs the lead. 26-24. Barrett spins right, then left, then into the lane and finishes. Wow, what a move by R.J. Barrett.
Soft touch, great move by Barrett. Just reacting to the defense at every turn.
Tied at 26, 1:40 to go. Murray trying to work against Jamison Battle. Drives on the near side, got down near the block, kisses it off glass, got it to go. Sacramento by 2.
Tough shot by Murray. Pretty good defense by Jamison Battle.
28-26. Pirtle, 1 foot inside the arc. Just about straight away. Now gives it up to Shed, who's checked into the ball game. Shed into the lane, bumped on a pass off. He was looking for Boucher in the far corner, but we have a foul first, and it's going to go against De'Aaron Fox. Fox with his first foul of the game with 1:22 to go here in the opening quarter, and his Kings leading the Raptors 28-26. Jakob Pirtle's now going to sit down. Got a little cut on his left arm that he's going to have to deal with as Jamal Shed tosses it into R.J. Barrett. Shed weaving all his way to it and goes off glass and in. Great job there to find a little seam and get all the way to the rim.
Well, the hesitation dribble when he turned the corner froze the big man Alex Len just enough so he could get it up on the glass.
Deep triple straight away. Malik Monk couldn't get it to go, and Len couldn't get there for the Kings, but it goes off Mobo, who was trying to track it down, and it'll be Sacramento ball on a fresh 14. We just talked about the rookies a moment ago. 3 of them on the floor right now with Shed, Mobo, and Walter out there with Boucher and Barrett. For Sacramento, it's Fox, Monk, Ellis, Murray, and Sabonis. Tied at 28, 55 seconds to play. Murray into the lane, kicks back out, up top to Fox. 3-ball, no good. Back rim, long rebound secured by Jacoby Walter. And the Raptors will bring it across center as Barrett gives it up to Shed on the near side. Drives to the baseline, goes under the 10, back out on the perimeter, far wing. Boucher, guess what? Another triple for Chris Boucher.
Shed with a great decision. Came along the baseline, thought he might have punched it inside, but instead did a great job.
Fox back for the Kings, muscles his way to the 10, just brushed off Jacoby Walter and got the floater to go. Cuts the Raptor lead to 1. Both teams have gone 30-plus here in this opening frame. 31-30, Raptors leading. They'll have to give it up.
Good start for Toronto. We talked about not playing from behind in the first quarter.
Boucher straight away, thought about the 3. Nice pass in traffic to Mobile. Back out on the perimeter to Shed. Fake the pass, step inside the arc, jumper up, no good. And Len had it, but taken away by Mobo. Gave it to Barrett, missed. Crashing to put it back in the tin is Mobo. Great heads-up play by the youngster.
He just stays within himself and does such a good job.
And Monk misses at the buzzer for Sacramento. Got a good look at a 3 from the near side, but couldn't come up with the bucket. And Toronto heads to the second frame with a 33-30 lead.
On the last play, the last basket, Mobo strips the ball from the rebounder and then follows up the missed shot. I just love the way this kid stays in his lane and really doesn't try to play outside of himself.
Again, it's 33-30. Toronto on top, shooting 56% in the opening quarter. On Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Fall for Subaru by enjoying fall to the fullest. Think scarlet, burgundy, amber, crimson and copper, but never, never blue. Because with Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive, fall is for thick, dark mud splats, terracotta mountain roads, radiant sunsets, kaleidoscopic leaf carpets, and the boldest of adventures. Avoid autumn blues and visit your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
Say hello to Healthier, Happier Feet, Ontario. Kintec has 3 more locations in the Greater Toronto Area. Come in today and let our fit experts bring comfort and support to every adventure with custom orthotics, supportive braces, and top footwear brands. With new locations in Mississauga, Toronto, and Richmond Hill, along with our location in Whitby, there's always a Kintec nearby to keep you active and on your feet for life. Your feet take you everywhere. Let Kintec take care of them.
Getting my Honda CR-V has opened the door to adventure. With Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency, I'm free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop. Alice is excited too.
Lease the CR-V LX two-wheel drive for $99 weekly at 2.99% APR for 28 months with $2,000 down. Offer includes $1,500 lease bonus. OAC conditions apply. See HondaOntario.com.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Getting set to start the second quarter. The Raptors with a 3-point lead. It's 33-30. RJ Barrett with 11 points to lead the way for Toronto on a perfect 5 of 5 shooting. And how about off the bench, fellow Canadian Chris Boucher, perfect 3 of 3 for 9 points. Sacramento will start with the ball. Across center comes Malik Monk. Over to Len on the far side, gives it up to Trey Lyles, who misses the triple, and Barrett with his first rebound of the game. In traffic, secured it, and pushes Toronto down the floor. Mobo out to Boucher, far wing. 3-ball no good, and 2 Kings, Fox and Len, battle for it. Neither squeezes, and Toronto will get the gift. Raptors leading by 3, 24 seconds into this second quarter. We'll see if they can get something here. Inbound pass to Barrett, right in the lane, right near the 10. Floater is good from about 6 feet.
That's the old high school play. Just spread it out and throw it to a guy who's taller than another guy and can go get it standing right under the cup.
35-30. Raptors leading by 5. Matches their largest lead of the game at the free throw line. Spinning, firing, missing was DeRozan. And the Raptors tap out the rebound into the hands of Shed, who gives it up to Barrett on the near side. Inside the arc, Barrett looking at Lyles. Crossed it up, took him to the baseline, spins, fires, misses from point-blank range, but the tip in good for Chris Boucher.
That was, I've seen you all summer and we've practiced against each other. Here, take some of this.
37-30, biggest lead of the game for the Raptors as Fox got by Shed. Help came, and Mobo with a big play as Fox misses. Barrett dips on by DeRozan, gets into the paint, weaves through traffic, kicks out on the perimeter to Walter. Toronto slowing things down a little bit now as Walter finds Shed, 3 ball too strong, and a rebound to Lyles. Raptors in the midst of an 11-2 run over the last 90 seconds or so. In fact, it goes back to late first quarter as well. 3 ball no good for Sacramento. Len couldn't get to the rebound, and Toronto secures it off the miss from Fox. Shed dips behind a screen, throws it to Mobo under the tin. Great job there, tiptoeing on the baseline to keep it alive, finding Shed again, who turns the corner on the near side, goes back up top on the far wing to Walter. Jacoby Walter can't get by Fox. Ball deflected out near center. Walter tracks it down near side, has to go. Shot clock winding down, gets blocked by Len, kicks it ahead to Monk. Monk goes at Chris Boucher, and they're going to call a block or a charge?
It's a charge.
I thought it was a charge, but Jonesy, the signal from the official was...
Ed Malloy makes this constantly weak offensive foul signal. He kind of puts a fist out and has
trying to be too cool for school.
Both elbows bent. It was an easy call. But give Boucher the credit. Getting back there, planting his feet. And I tell you what, Jacoby Walter, after throwing the ball away, hustled his tail back, which cut off the passing lane.
I want Joey Crawford back for those charge calls.
Definitive, huh?
R.J. Barrett has it for the Raptors. Toronto with a 7-point lead. Goes behind a Mobo screen, gives it back to Mobo. Great pass to a cutting Boucher along the baseline. Tic-tac-toe. And that's a perfect example of what we have talked about for years. If the NBA ever instituted it, there's the Gretzky pass right there. Barrett set it up perfectly, got it to Mobo, and then Mobo hands it off to a cutting Boucher.
Great offense by the Raptors, and Sacramento wants a timeout. I mean, you look at it, Toronto, 10 assists on their 16 field goals.
Raptors leading 39-30 with 9:37 to go in the first half. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Active Green and Ross.
Warm up to winter savings with Michelin. Get up to $100 Michelin prepaid MasterCard when you purchase a set of 4 Michelin tires between October 4th and December 20th. From tires to tune-ups, we won't be undersold. There's no better place to buy your Michelin tires than
Active Green and Ross.
Conditions apply. See store for details.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 9:37 to go in the second quarter, and the Raptors have opened up a 9-point lead at 39-30, and it's the 1-2 punch of the Canadians, Barrett and Boucher, scoring 26 of the Raptors' 39. as Toronto has their largest lead of the game.
Well, getting really solid play, Eric, as we talked about, from a couple of the rookies in Shed and Mobile. I mean, Walter and Battle have been in the game, but Mobile, a couple points, a couple of rebounds, a nifty assist on the last play.
The run right now is 13-2 over the last 3+ minutes for the Raptors. Sacramento with the ball. Out of the timeout. Monk shook. Shed turns, fires, misses the jumper from the free throw line. But in traffic, the Kings keep it alive. Ellis out on the perimeter to DeRozan. Second chance opportunity here for the Kings. DeRozan back over to Monk. Monk drives down Main Street, goes into the near corner to DeRozan. 3-ball is clean for DeMar, and that ends the Raptor run.
Well, DeMar always getting into space, and he looks so much more comfortable shooting that long jumper now.
39-33. Raptor lead is cut to 6. Walter, near side, Barrett. Barrett to a cutting Shed. Bounces in the lane, hands off to Mobile. Mobile to a cutting Walter down Main Street. Scoop in traffic off glass is good. The ball movement is sublime tonight.
Third assist from Jonathan Mobile.
41-33. Raptors by 8. 8:30 to go here, second quarter. DeRozan to Len, and it's just taken away by Shed, and a late foul called. Very late foul called. Shed had already secured the ball and was pushing ahead, and they blew the whistle and called a foul on Shed.
Well, I thought he did a good job of getting the ball first, knocking it away. He did get Len on the arm, but he had knocked the ball away first.
41-33. Raptors leading by 8. 8:26 to go now, second quarter. Daniele Franceschi will be coming up at the half with our halftime show. Second of 5 on the road for the Raptors after the loss a couple of nights ago in Denver. Pull-up jumper. Near elbow extended by DeRozan, no good. Tapped out by Len, but right into the hands of Grady Dick, who's checked back into the game. Dick, Boucher, Shed, Mobile, and Walter. Grady driving far side, underhand, scoop, pass over near corner. Boucher missed the triple. Alex Len with the rebound for the Kings. Toronto still leading by 8 as Monk brings it across center. Goes underneath the 10 to Lyles. In the near corner to Ellis. 3-ball up and in as Sacramento got a wide open look.
Inside out from Sacramento. Getting the ball into the paint, touch the paint, and then make the pass out.
Raptor lead is cut to 5. Shed. Over to Walter, far wing, turns, fires. Jacoby missed that one. Great job by Boucher to get a hand on it, but couldn't squeeze down low. And Sacramento comes away with the rebound. Monk across center. On the near side. Saw a seam, drove toward the 10, ran into Grady Dick, and they called a foul on Grady, who was just standing there.
They got it on Grady, or do they have it on?
Yeah.
Well, it looked like Grady fouled Mobile more than he fouled Monk.
Huh. So the foul on Grady will be his second. Relatively quiet night thus far for Grady with just 4 points, 3 boards, and an assist. Not a bad game. It's just quiet by his standards because he's been playing so well of late. They haven't needed his scoring right now with the impact of Boucher and Barrett. 7:28 to go here in the first half. Raptors leading by 5. Sabonis to DeRozan. Inside the arc near side. Turning to face Grady Dick. Crossed him over. And now Grady with a reach, I believe, is going to pick up foul number 3.
That's tough because now you're putting one of your offensive threats on the bench.
And DeRozan wanted the foul on the shot. He felt that he was already in his gather and elevating, and they called it on the floor on Grady.
Yeah, he did because DeRozan took steps after that.
And it looks like Darko's rolling the dice right now, Jonesy. Grady's staying out there with 3 fouls. Still over 7 minutes to go in this first half. DeRozan at the free throw line. Couple of pump fakes. Ochai not biting. Kings work the ball around to Sabonis. Back out on the perimeter. They find McLaughlin, who goes back out on the far side. 3-ball no good to Ellis. And back the other way come the Raptors. Abaji. To Mitchell. To Dick. To Battle. Back out to Ochai. Near wing 3-ball. No good. Down low. Pirtle couldn't get to it. And Sacramento secures the rebound. Down the floor, they tried to find Ellis. Great job by O. Tried to get back, deflect the pass, and it slows things down for the Kings. They had to chase one down in the far corner, but they kept the possession alive. Herter now on the near side, driving to the 10, got by Grady, and a reverse layup with his back to the basket has cut the Raptor lead to 3. Timeout, Toronto.
Yeah, good timeout here by Darko. I think you got to take Grady out of the game. He's been the pigeon. They've attacked him a couple times, knowing that he's not going to do anything to not get that foul.
41-38. Raptor lead is 3 with 6:36 to go in the second quarter. It's Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans. What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised when we tell you that all of that care fits in the palm of your hand. With the Desjardins Insurance mobile app, you'll get a big hand with 24/7 paper-free access to all of your home and auto policies, including your digital pink slip. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care.
Getting my Honda CR-V has opened the door to adventure. With Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency, I'm free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop, Alice is excited too.
Lease the CR-V LX two-wheel drive for $99 weekly at 2.99% APR for 28 months with $2,000 down. Offer includes $1,500 lease bonus. OAC conditions apply. See HondaOntario.com.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590. The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 41-38. Raptors leading by 3 with 6:36 to go in the first half. Toronto has had the lead as high as 9. In fact, it was 39-30. So a little bit of a run right here. An 8-2 run for Sacramento as they try to dig themselves back into this game. DeMar DeRozan, 8 points in the ball game against his former team, 3 of 9 from the floor. And Jonesy, I don't think a ton needs to be said on this. I don't know that I even want to give it a whole heck of a lot more time. You're a fan of Drake. I'm a fan of Drake. But I didn't love the comments that he made during the television broadcast on Vince Carter's jersey retirement night, referring to, the Raptors if they ever put a 10 in the Raptors. A 10 is going in the Raptors. DeRozan's number 10 will be retired, period, and it should be.
I just think it's something that should have been left out of Vince's night, that's all.
Absolutely, but it also wasn't brought up by anybody. It was brought up by him.
Yeah, and if he's got an issue with DeMar, that's
separate from basketball and has nothing to do with what DeMar DeRozan did for this organization and this franchise and this city and everything else. 7 and 10 will be hanging in the rafters. Battle. Far elbow just below it. Missed the shot. Raptors, though, keep the ball alive. Mobo's got it in the paint. Goes at the 10. Floats it up and in off glass. Great job again by Mobo, who's been sniffing out rebounds all night. Raptors lead is now 5 at 43-38. DeRozan, far wing on the sideline now, far side. It's Herter back to DeRozan. DeMar trying to work against Battle. Squares to face him. Elevates. Kicks back out to Herter. Back over to DeRozan. DeMar this time spins into the paint. Passes into the near corner. McLaughlin 3-ball, no good. Back rim. Sabonis had the rebound. Tracks it down far corner to Herter. Back over to Sabonis, far corner. Along the baseline, driving past Pirtle to dunk it down.
Well, the Raptors played really good defense. Really disciplined. They didn't go for any fakes. They contested shots. They just couldn't get a rebound. And Pirtle was looking for help and didn't get it on the baseline.
Davion Mitchell drives down Main Street against his former team. Scoops it up and in. And the bucket is good.
He knew who was guarding him. He looked at Kevin Herter and said, sorry, not happening.
45-40, Raptors again by 5. Sabonis on the perimeter, guarded by Pirtle. Looks to give it up, and he does. A little behind the back shovel over to Ellis. Far wing 3-ball. He misses, and a late foul comes in as Battle bumped him. And Darko not happy with his rook right there. It's going to be 3 free throws for Ellis.
Yeah, it's a contained contest.
.508 to go here in the first half. Raptors still shooting 50% from the floor. Kings have dipped down to just under 42%, but it's a tight ball game. Raptors leading by 5, make it 4 as the first free throw goes down. DeRozan on the bench right now for the Kings. We'll clean up the lineups in a couple of moments. And as Toronto again leading by 4, we get set for the second of 3 free throws from Ellis. That went up and clean as well. 45-42. Got to tell you, I miss going to Sacramento, and I didn't think I'd ever say that because it's not one of the hot spot stops in the NBA, but ever since opening that arena, the Golden One Center, it is a beautiful place.
Yeah, the arena, the hotel complex, the shopping area right there, it has, they've really kind of revived things. Give owner Vivek Ranadier some credit.
All 3 are good for Keon Ellis. It pulls the Kings within 2 now at 45-43 as we tick under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Davion Mitchell steps behind a Pirtle screen, elevates for the triple, far side, missed it. And Herter couldn't squeeze. Mobile picks it up. Second chance opportunity. Triple for RJ Barrett, no good. And Keegan Murray secures the rebound. Tough break for Toronto as they had a chance to get the lead back up to 4 or 5. Now Sacramento could tie or take the lead. Sabonis under the tin, shovel pass to Ellis, back on the perimeter, near side to Fox. Back up top to Murray. Over to Sabonis on the wing, back to Murray on the near wing. 3 ball, no good, too strong. Great job by Barrett to jump in front of Ellis, and here come the Raptors.
Just a great defensive sequence. Nobody lurching, jumping out of place, going for ball fakes. Really good defense.
Barrett to Pirtle. Pirtle on the far side. Just had his pocket picked from behind by Ellis. 3-on-1 the other way. Sabonis to Murray, and they bobble it. Great job by Mitchell to get back there. Herter, though, wing 3, far side is good. They break up the 3-on-1, but they don't get out to the shooter, and Sacramento takes the lead by 1.
Well, guys peeling back have to be aware.
Mitchell to the tin. Great shot there. A little scoop as he went left to right, up and under to give the lead back to Toronto.
Nice job by Mitchell getting into the paint.
Fox, he got into the paint. Great job by Mobo to hold his ground, and the Raptors get another stop.
I'm such a big Jonathan Mobo fan.
Barrett back for Toronto. Got to the baseline, lost the handle as Fox got a hand in there, and RJ dribbled it off his thigh. Turnover Toronto. Here come the Kings. Trailing by 1, and another late whistle.
Well, listen, they got a foul on, I think it's Mobo, on Sabonis, but if this were the NFL, that would be an uncatchable pass. The pass was intended to go into the low post. It ended up on the second marker on the far side. Like the foul had nothing to do with a guy catching the ball. Like a little discretion there. I mean,
you're not wrong.
I hope our listeners can picture what I'm saying. The ball was on the wing, far side. They were looking for a guy on the wing on the same side on the box, and the pass was so bad, it went to the other side of the lane. Sure, there was a foul there, but it's like it can't be pass interference if the ball's 15 feet over the guy's head.
3:23 to go in the first half. Sabonis going to the line, knocks down the first free throw, and Jonesy, one of your keys is starting to play out in the wrong direction for the Raptors. Free throws and fouls. Toronto has committed 10 fouls in the game. The Kings with only 4. 10 free throws attempted and made. A perfect 10 of 10 for Sacramento. The Raptors have been to the line once. Barrett down low. Mitchell found Boucher, turns, fires, missed a short one from about 5 feet toward the left block. Raptors trailing by 1. Here come the Kings. They've done a nice job to wipe out what was once a 9-point Raptor lead. Ellis on the far baseline. Mitchell in front of him. He finds Herter on the perimeter. Goes back out to center on the logo Fox. Finds Sabonis, back to Fox. Fox got in toward the paint. Ochai got a hand on it. Fox lost the handle. He'll try and go again. And as he cuts into the lane, another reach on Ochai and back to the free throw line.
Ochai made the mistake coming out at Fox standing up. He was walking right out at him. Fox is a guy who has great speed. You can't walk out at him.
You get caught flat-footed.
You get caught. You get caught. You got to come out in closeout position in your stance with your feet tapping. You know, pepper on the feet to be able to move them if the guy puts it on the floor.
2:46 to go in the first half. Sacramento now leading 49-47. Again, the Raptors led 39-30. So it's a 19-12 run right now. Check that, 19-8 run, excuse me. Anytime I try to do math, Jones, it just doesn't work out for me. A 2-point lead now for Sacramento with, again, 2:46 to go here in the first half. I think we're keeping it here, guys, or are we going to take a quick break? We're going to keep it right here as we count down towards halftime. And this has been one of the issues for Toronto. And this is, the case with a lot of teams, Jonesy, and certainly for a young team, is trying to maintain leads. I mean, listen, it's only the second quarter, tons of basketball to come, but a 9-point lead, that's when you kind of want to, especially if you want to be that good team one day, that's when you really try to take 9 and make it 11, 13, 15, try and put a foot down on a team and not allow them to get off the mat before halftime.
Yeah, it just, like you said, hanging on to the lead, but playing with the lead also very important as well.
Right.
You always have that buffer.
Toronto getting 13 tonight from R.J. Barrett on 6 of 9 shooting off the bench, 5 of 8. Boucher's got 13 as well. They are both tied for the leading scorers in the game. On the other side for Sacramento, the only player in double figures, Keegan Murray, has 12. Balanced attack thus far for the Kings, who are being outshot by the Raptors. Toronto shooting 21 of 44, good for 48%. The Kings shooting just 16 of 39, 41%. They have 5 fewer field goals, but 10 more free throws made. 11-1 is the free throw discrepancy, and it's going to be 12-1 here in a second.
Well, and the problem if you're Toronto is you don't want to be known as a jump shooting team or a team that doesn't get to the line. And, when you look at...
And Jonesy, they're not. 32 of their 47 are in the paint.
Yeah. When you look at free throw attempts per game, Toronto's 10th, which isn't bad, but I'd love to see at times the discrepancy, the differential.
Davion Mitchell, great strong take. Looked like a running back there as he tucked that ball, got through traffic, and reversed the layup to go. Raptors trailed by 1, 50-49. Mitchell against his former team with 6 points, 3 assists. Deep triple far side. Herter missed it, but a standing rebound right into the midst of Ellis to Sabonis. Near side Murray. Murray drives into the paint, turns, fires, and a little hook shot over Barrett goes. Kings by 3.
He got a friendly roll there, but you talk about the flat-footed rebound. The Raptors didn't jump at all.
Ochai to a cutting Pirtle, missed from point-blank range. That should have been an easy deuce for Pirtle. Back come the Kings in the paint. Fox, met by Trees, tried to pass out right into the hands of Mitchell, who comes back, lays it up and in, and the bucket is good. The Raptors again have shaved it to 1.
Nice job taking advantage of the turnover. Again, Davion Mitchell seeing Kevin Herter back, going straight at him.
52-51. Kings leading with 1:35 to go here in the first half. And Sabonis finds Fox cutting to the tin, and Mitchell fell asleep on that one.
Well, he got beat on the back door because it looked like there was going to be a pin down, and Fox coming up off 2 screens. The issue was Pirtle was not, didn't have his hands up and ready.
Barrett driving on the far side, just got fouled, falls into the baseline. And going to be a couple of free throws coming now for R.J. Barrett, with the Raptors trailing by 3 with 1:20 to go in the first half. Toronto again had the lead as high as 9. Sacramento's lead has never been higher than it is right now, 3 points, and Toronto's got a chance to cut it down to 2 or 1 right now with R.J. Barrett going to the free throw line. Knocks down the first one, just the second free throw attempt of the game for Toronto, and a third one coming here in mere moments. Couple of changes. Again, we'll clean up the lineups in a moment. Jalen McDaniels sent from the Raptors on June 28th to Sacramento in a package that turned out to be Davion Mitchell, Jamal Shed, and another future pick. Looking like a sweetheart of a deal for Toronto right now.
Pretty good deal right now.
54-53. Sacramento leading. Ochai just took the ball away from Herter. Down the floor he comes, and he's fouled. And the Raptors will have a chance now to grab the lead. Barrett did his job at the free throw line, and then Ochai dug in defensively and just completely swiped it from Kevin Herter out on the perimeter.
Really nice job by Ochai. Active hands. You know, you teach people don't reach in defensively, but man, if the ball's presented and it's right there in front of you, that's a whole new story.
Unfortunately for Ochai, can't knock down the free throw as the first one bounces around and pops out. One more coming here, chance to tie the game, and he does so. 1 of 2 at the stripe. Now we're locked up at 54 apiece. We tick under a minute to go here in the first half. Fox up top, Sabonis. Handing off on the perimeter to Murray. Far side wing 3, no good. Too strong. Standing rebound, Davion Mitchell. Ahead to Ochai out on the far side. Now the Raptors slow things down a little bit. Mitchell dips around a screen set by Pirtle. Cross-court pass over to Mobo. Mobo cut off at the baseline. Goes back over to Barrett and passed it into the Sacramento bench and turned it over.
Well,
not a great look from Mobo.
Well, one-hand pass off the dribble. Right idea, right person. It's lousy execution.
5th turnover of the half for the Raptors. They've done a good job cleaning up the turnover issue. Fox in the lane. Went left, turned back right, missed the fade, but Sacramento got the rebound back, and on a second chance opportunity, Mobo jumped out on the perimeter, knocked the ball away, and the Kings will have to inbound again with 11 on the shot clock. Mobo has been active and all over the place tonight. Still tied at 54. Shot clock down to 7 for Sacramento. DeRozan on the perimeter. Straightaway 3 ball is good, and Sacramento with a late lead, 57-54. Chance now for Toronto to hold for the last shot of the half. We'll see if they go into the break tied or if they're trailing, whether it be by 3 or by 1. Mitchell to Pirtle. Pirtle faked the pass in the corner, then missed the easy floater from about 8 feet. And now Sacramento with a chance. The heave from DeRozan hit the front of the rim, and the Kings go into the break leading by 3. Pirtle missed a golden opportunity to cut it to 1.
Yeah, just a little off balance when he made the pass fake to Abaji in the corner.
And an off night for Pirtle, at least in terms of the scoring. Just 1 of 3 in the first half for 2 points. Did add 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. For 2 points, did add 5 rebounds.
Or when we flew over to help them with a home renovation loan, I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew. Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners...
Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Nitto Tires knows cool. We always want to stay cool, but
when we flew over to help them with a home renovation loan, I suggested they transform their house into a giant...
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The Raptors fan, the basketball fan that's hanging out with us tonight on TSI for the Raptors and the Kings matchup. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single Toronto Raptors game this season, as well as we do every single Leafs game. We're doing the CFL playoffs right now as well. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Thanks for helping our community grow. Go Raptors. We the North. Stand up. Thanks for becoming an insider.
.ca. Now that's really cool. Nitto Tires. Are you ready for a new adventure?
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get a... Yup, the McValue menu has a lot of delicious options for under $4 each plus tax, so it's okay to take...
minute when ordering. The McValue Menu. At participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada. Prices exclude delivery.
On Pluto TV, crime never pays, and neither do I. I watch all my favorite crime shows. CSI, NCIS, Hawaii Five-0, Rookie Blue, all for free. There's something for everyone. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
All right. Raptors trailing at the half in Sacramento, 57-54, a three-point deficit for the Raptors at the break down at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Raptors Central here in our Toronto studios. Daniele Franceschi with you. Our Raptors halftime show brought to you by Honda. Up your game. Lease the CRV from 2.99% up to 28 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. Let's check out our first half box score. The Raptors, again, trailing by 3, held a lead by as many as 9 points in the second quarter. However, as Eric told you prior to the break, and his math was accurate, the Kings did, in fact, finish the first half on a 27-15 run to go into the halftime locker room with a 3-point lead. For the Raptors, a lot of the damage has been done by their Canadian duo, RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher. Another strong night offensively for Barrett, 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting in the opening half, couple of rebounds, couple of steals as well in 18 minutes of action for the Mississauga native. Chris Boucher, meanwhile, making Quebec proud, 13 points on 5 of 8 shooting, including 3 triples, and this comes on the heels of a 24-point performance for Boucher in the Raptors' previous matchup against Sacramento. This past Saturday, just 4 nights ago, he went off for 24 in a victory over the Kings. As for the host Kings, DeMar DeRozan up to 11 points now on 4 of 11 shooting, including a couple of triples for him in the opening half. Keegan Murray with a team-high 14 points for Sacramento, 6 of 10 from the field, including 2 of 5 from deep. He also had 7 rebounds. And Domantas Sabonis, don't forget about him, had a triple-double on Saturday night against this Raptors team in the first half tonight. 6 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Doing a little bit of everything tonight for the Sacramento Kings. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a peek out of our out-of-town scoreboard, catch you up on the 12 games that are underway and currently ongoing in the National Basketball Association. And we'll also talk a little bit about what the Raptors need to do in the second half as they look to pick up their first road victory of the season. You're listening to Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and sportsnet.ca.
As fall approaches and birds head south, a different kind of bird emerges, the Subaru. While migratory flocks seek warmth, Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive keeps drivers soaring through the wild. During the migrating season, Subaru's hunger for adventure grows exponentially, driving the intrigued radio listeners to fall for Subaru at their local Subaru dealerships, experiencing an adventure of their own. So migrate to your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised when we tell you that all of that care fits in the palm of your hand. With the Desjardins Insurance mobile app, you'll get a big hand with 24/7 paper-free access to all of your home and auto policies, including your digital pink slip. Get insurance that's really big on care at Desjardins.com/care.
Experience the new modern Mexicana menu at Mucho Burrito, like pineapple pork al pastor, tender pork, pineapple salsa, and al pastor sauce with a zesty kick. Get it as a taco trio for only $9.95. Or the bold, smoky flavor of our guajillo grilled chicken in a burrito for only $11.75. Get them all in your choice of burrito bowl or taco. And save room for new churro fries, loaded nachos, and taquitos. The new menu at Mucho Burrito. Love what you eat and love Mucho. Prices may vary by location.
Need to send money in another currency? With Wise, you can send money internationally without hidden fees. From dollars to dong, pounds to pesos, euros to yen. you could save up to 3 times compared to major banks. Send money with Wise in more than 40 currencies without getting ripped off. See how much you could save. Download the Wise app today. Wise, the app for doing things in other currencies. Terms and conditions apply.
If you've got room in your day to doom scroll until your battery dies, binge an entire season of reality TV, or watch funny cat videos on loop, you've got room for play. With thrilling arcade games, epic attractions, live entertainment, crave-worthy food, and handcrafted cocktails, the Rec Room is the ultimate place to let loose and have fun. The Rec Room. Make room for play. Find the Rec Room near you at therecroom.com.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back to our Raptors halftime show here on the Sportsnet Radio Network. Raptors trailing the Kings 57-54 at the half down at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. Daniele Franceschi with you for just a few more minutes before we turn things back over to Eric Smith and Paul Jones with second half action. Let's take a quick peek at the NBA out-of-town scoreboard. 12 games in the NBA tonight after the league was dark on U.S. Election Day yesterday. Some interesting results. A big win for the Golden State Warriors tonight, defeating the Boston Celtics 118-112. Steph Curry, 27 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds in that victory. The Dubs are 7-1 to start the season. Also, first time they're 5-0 on the road since the 2015-16 season. Really, really good start for those Golden State Warriors. The LA Lakers, a little shorthanded. No Anthony Davis tonight. They were throttled by the Memphis Grizzlies. 131-114. LeBron had 39 points in that game. Still not enough. Not close to being enough as the Memphis Grizzlies take it to the Lakers tonight. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, 9-0. to begin their season, pick up their 9th straight win, 5-0 now on the road, 131-128 over the New Orleans Pelicans. Donovan Mitchell with a game-high 29 in that contest. I did want to just mention a couple of quick items here as we prepare for the second half between the Raptors and the Kings in Sacramento. Jonathan Mobile, loved his activity in the opening half at 4 points, 4 rebounds, 10 minutes of action. You just love the energy that he brings. When he's playing like this, you're going to find a role and you're going to give him an opportunity, rightfully so, because he looks very active and engaged tonight. Davion Mitchell, love when he's aggressive. Let's get some more aggressive Davion Mitchell minutes. 8 points, 3 assists, 4 of 7 from the field. When he actually plays with a little bit of vigor offensively, and by that I mean trying to be assertive and be a threat to score, guess what? It probably bodes well and the results are very favorable. And you heard the guys talk about it towards the tail end of the first half as well. The free throw disparity cropping up once again. It's been a theme throughout the early going in the regular season. We're seeing it again tonight. Raptors, through one half of basketball, they've committed 11 fouls. Foul count for Sacramento at 6. And the free throw disparity already 12 for Sacramento, just 5 for the Raptors. Something that they need to do a better job of in terms of playing without fouling. But, you know, occasionally trying to be more aggressive on the offensive end to earn more opportunities at the charity stripe as well. I liked the fact that Darko Rajakovic seemed to get upset at points in that first half. I like seeing a little bit of emotion from your head coach, particularly when guys aren't blocking out or there are missed assignments defensively. I have no issue with the coach getting a little bit up in arms and being irritated by that behavior. And you did see that. I would expect the Raptors to do a better job in that regard because that was something that allowed the Kings to develop momentum. Second chance points, 16 in the opening half for Sacramento. All right, that's going to do it. I will have post-game coverage here following the final horn. In the meantime, we'll turn things back over to Eric Smith and Paul Jones. Second half action. You are listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on sportsnet.ca and the Sportsnet app. Enjoy the second half.
Great goal! Let's go to Dave at the bench.
Oh,
What a shot, Gord. Last time we spoke, you had been really tired. Not anymore.
Yeah, snoring all night. Losing sleep ruined your game.
Problem snoring? Suffer from sleep apnea? Invest in yourself. Call Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. She'll use her laser to help treat your snoring and oral appliance like a sports mouth guard for your sleep apnea. Your partner will thank you.
Thanks, Gord.
Book your appointment with Dr. Paulette Pillersdorf. Call 647-243-2006.
These immortal words have begun every Pizzaville commercial for 40 years.
It was a rainy day in Pizzaville when I realized...
But who is the enigmatic voice of Pizzaville? Rumors suggest it may be Nicolas Cage. Could it be Babu from Seinfeld? Others claim Jennifer Lopez is the voice. Next up, the voice of Pizzaville reveals which Spice Girl he dated. Pizzaville, 40 years of funny.
At Toyota, we believe your vehicle is more than just a ride. It's family. So make sure it's prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store. Because winter's a lot like some people's in-laws. It's cold, shows up unexpectedly, and refuses to leave. Trust the experts at Toyota for premium winter tires, batteries, brakes, and more. Beat the winter rush. Book an appointment at shoptoyota.ca or contact your local Toyota dealer today.
One call, that's all.
1-800-JUSTICE. Car accident? Slip and fall? If you've been injured and need legal advice, call Presler Law at 1-800-JUSTICE and get over 60 years experience, a free consultation, and a no-win, no-fee policy.
1-800-JUSTICE.
When you're in need of legal help after being injured, call Presler Law for a free case review.
Presler Law. One call, that's all. 1-800-JUSTICE.
You built your business from the ground up. Now let Rogers Sports and Media take it to new heights. Book your next radio or podcast advertising campaign with Rogers Sports and Media Ad Manager. Designed for businesses of all sizes, RSM Ad Manager is self-serve and simple to use. We'll even give you a $250 ad credit to build your first campaign today. And your audio can be produced at no extra cost. Visit grow.rogersportsandmedia.com to claim your ad credit today.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you, getting set to start the second half, and the Raptors with a little bit of work to do as they trail by 3. Had an opportunity to cut it to 1 late first half, but unfortunately not able to do so. And again, Toronto with a 9-point lead at one point in the first half, but Sacramento closed the half on a pretty solid run to open up a 3-point lead as they start with the ball here in this third quarter. The Kings. Fox got into the paint, little floater over Pirtle goes. 5-point advantage for Sacramento, their largest lead of the game. Barrett brings it up across center. RJ had 11 in the first quarter, only 4 since. See if he can get going right here as he weaves through traffic, kisses it off glass, missed the shot, but he's fouled. And to the free throw line will go RJ Barrett.
Good job. Slow penetration, controlled penetration, getting into the lane, stutter dribble, crossing over.
First one is good to go for RJ. Give him 16 points in the ball game. Raptors trailing by 4. Off day for the Raptors tomorrow before they get set for their next game on Saturday. Again, a double dip this weekend in Los Angeles against the Clippers and the Lakers as RJ knocks down the second free throw. 59-56, Sacramento with the lead. Those games in LA back-to-back Saturday, Sunday. Clips first, then the Lakers. Sacramento back down Main Street comes Fox. He's fouled, and he will go to the free throw line.
That's starting to be a problem. De'Aaron Fox getting into the lane. Davion Mitchell just kind of got caught up a little bit and then got caught flat-footed. Really tough guy to square up, De'Aaron Fox.
Fox has been to the line twice before. Attempts 3 and 4 coming right now. He's 4 of 10 from the floor, including 1 of 3 from distance. And against the Raptors specifically, I'm not talking about the other games that came in between, but against the Raptors, now just 1 of 14 from long range as he was 0 for 11 in Toronto on Saturday night. Does have one tonight, missed the first free throw. Second one goes down, so the lead is now 4 at 60-56. Not even a minute gone by here in the third quarter as Toronto brings it up. Pirtle's got it up high. Hands it off near center court to R.J. Barrett. Barrett gets into the paint. Looked like he was held by Herter for a second as the Raptors work the ball around. They get it back out on the perimeter to Grady, over to Mitchell from the wing near side, and the triple is good for Toronto.
Well, they did a really good job of continuing to keep the ball moving.
60-59, Raptors trailing by 1, and they get a stop off a miss from De'Aaron Fox. Mitchell to Pirtle, and then Pirtle tried to give it back to Mitchell, who was caught on the baseline, and the Raptors turned it over.
Yeah, spacing. When Mitchell gives it to Pirtle like that, he's expecting him to go up and go up strong.
Sabonis down low near the left block, had the ball knocked away by Barrett, gets it back, fires out on the perimeter to Murray, left it short. Pirtle with the high rebound. Toronto with another stop. Chance to grab the lead right here, trailing by 1. Barrett driving on the far side, lost the handle, got it back, gets it to the rim, and got it to go.
As he was falling down, RJ got it up over his head.
And now Ochai back in a pass lane, deflected that pass intended from Herter. It goes out of bounds off Toronto, and Sacramento will keep the ball with 16 on the shot clock.
RJ Barrett up to 19 points now. Doing a really good job getting the ball to the basket.
7 of 10 from the floor. DeRozan turns, fires over Barrett. Jumper is good from 10 feet near side. And Sacramento jumps back on top, 62-61. 9:50 now to play here in this third quarter. Grady Dick turns the corner into the paint. Tripp falls to the floor. He's going to the free throw line for 2. Grady in foul trouble in the first half. Played only 12 minutes, had 4 points. And Toronto looks to grab the lead here, trailing by 1 as Grady Dick goes to the free throw line for 2. We'll give you some scores around the association a little bit later in this quarter, as I know you just heard some of them from Daniele Franceschi on our halftime show. And Jonesy, how about the fountain of youth for LeBron James tonight with 39 points against the Memphis Grizzlies. Although the Lakers did lose by 17, 131 to 114. In fact, I saw on social media that Scottie Pippen Jr. and Bronny James matched up against one another late in that ballgame. 62 apiece as Grady went 1 for 2 at the stripe. Sabonis gets into the lane, fires far sideline. Triple for Fox, no good. Down low, battling for the rebound. We're going to have a foul called against Ochai Agbaji. They're going to say that he came over the back and bumped Sabonis, so keep the ball with the Kings and a fresh 14. 9:25 to go here in the third quarter. Again, 62 apiece.
Interesting, the Raptors had 3 players there, and I thought did a pretty good job of blocking out.
Sabonis holding the ball right now. Nice bounce pass in traffic to a cutting Murray far side, and he's fouled right at the rim. So we've got another stoppage and more free throws coming for the Kings as the foul comes in against Ochai Agbaji. 2 fouls in about 15 seconds for Ochai.
Foul free throw discrepancy starting to mount. Something the Raptors need to be careful of. Yeah.
Attempts 15 and 16 coming right here for Sacramento as Keegan Murray steps to the stripe. 14 points in the ballgame. That's a team high 14 on 6 of 11 shooting. This is his first appearance at the line, and he misses the first free throw. Keegan Murray out of Iowa in his 3rd year. Dips, fires on the second free throw. It's clean. Sacramento leads by 1. (63-62) as Ochai goes cross court left to right over to Mitchell. Back to Barrett above the arc, bounces a pass just above the near elbow to Pirtle. Turns, fires back on the perimeter. Ochai right into the heart of the lane to RJ, and he left it short from short distance. Just kind of short-armed it. Gets it right back in the paint, though. Second chance opportunity. Kicks out on the perimeter to Ochai for 3, and the Raptors lead by 2.
Really good job by Agbaji. Shot ready there. Quick catch and shoot.
65-63. Raptors on top with 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Sabonis to a cutting DeRozan coming along the far side, and they're going to call Grady Dick with the block, bucket, and an opportunity for the and one on a three-point play for DeMar DeRozan.
Grady coming over, doing a nice job coming over from the weak side. He was kind of brought there by a potential backdoor cut by Herter, just not getting outside the arc and picking up his 4th foul.
So the bucket for DeRozan has tied the game at 65, and now a chance for Sacramento to jump on top with the DeRozan free throw. DeMar releases, it's clean, it's 66-65. Grady Dick checks out with his 4th foul of the game. Pirtle, Agbaji, Mitchell, Battle, and Mobo for Toronto. Starting 5 still on the floor for Sacramento as Mitchell goes over to Ochai, back over to Mitchell. Up top straight away, Davion comes around a screen set by Pirtle, back over on the far sideline to Ochai, who just rips the cords on another 3-ball, and Toronto jumps up by 2.
He is looking so much more comfortable shooting the basketball. Really come on the last few games.
He came into the ball game shooting 46% from 3. 46.
Well, he's 2 of 5 tonight. And probably a few more left in the chamber.
DeRozan just turned the ball over for Sacramento, so the Raptors have a chance to add to their lead right now. Up to 68-66. Pirtle to Agbaji on the wing near side. Covered by Murray. Still has it as he drives down toward the baseline. Cut off by 2 defenders. Goes into the far corner. Battle 3-ball is good. And the Raptors are starting to heat up here, extending the lead to 5.
Great job by Agbaji. Probing dribble, under control, drives baseline. Battle drifting to the baseline. Tough catch by young Battle, taking it off his shoelaces, but did a great job knocking it out. Raptors with a 5-point lead.
71-66. That's the 5-point lead Jonesy just mentioned. 7:45 to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito. My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century. That's how Gary fans, and we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Fall for Subaru by enjoying fall to the fullest. Think scarlet, burgundy, amber, crimson and copper, but never, never blue. Because with Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive, fall is for thick, dark mud splats, terracotta mountain roads, radiant sunsets, kaleidoscopic leaf carpets, and the boldest of adventures. Avoid autumn blues and visit your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
Mark's pre-Black Friday sale is November 7th to 10th. For 4 days only, take 25% off full-priced items store-wide. Plus, save up to 60% on door crashers. Visit Marks and Marks.com to shop and save.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Lopez, the one from Toronto. But new More Rewards still treats me like a star. I earn points on everything I love at Metro and Food Basics. More Rewards, made for everyone, even me, Jennifer Lopez. Join today and save.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Third quarter, 71-66. Raptors leading by 5. 7:45 to play in the frame. Raptors with 4 players in double figures. Ochai Agbaji with 10. Davion Mitchell has 11 off the bench. Boucher with 13. And the team-high, game-high, 19 points for R.J. Barrett. 7 of 11 from the floor. Raptors in the midst of a 15-6 run over the last 3:06 to open up this 5-point lead. Their lead as high as 9 in the first half. Toronto shooting Jonesy 52% from the floor.
Doing a nice job. They really are. And look, I know their record says 2-6, but 4-4 would not have been a stretch right now with two really close losses to Denver.
Out of the timeout, Sacramento with the ball. DeRozan at the free throw line turns, fires over Ochai, left it short, and somehow Murray got to that ball. He beat Mobo. That doesn't happen often. DeRozan just got tripped up on the near side, and he's going to want that call. Didn't get it, and a nice job there by Pirtle to get down and wrap that ball up. And we're going to have a jump ball.
I think he tripped over his own guy.
I agree.
I think he turned the corner, and he hit his foot on Sabonis's ankle, on Sabonis's foot, and that's where he went down.
I didn't say he was deserving of it. I'm just going to say that he wanted it. He'll look back at the tape and realize that you were right on it as well, that it was his own man. Pirtle now will jump it up against DeRozan, and Yak wins the tip. Jamison Battle controls it over on the near sideline and hands off to Davion Mitchell, who will bring it up across center for the Raptors.
Turns into a stop for Toronto, winning the jump ball.
7:10 to play in the third. Mitchell bounces a pass over to Mobo at the far elbow. Cross court over toward the other elbow to Pirtle, who hands off to Battle. Battle gets into lane, bobbled it, lost the ball. Re-secures it, gets it out to Mitchell, to Pirtle. Push shot in the lane. Got it to go, rim glass and in.
Pirtle just, like you said, push shot, just kind of floats it up softly on the rim, and it seems to find the bottom.
It's an 8-0 run for the Raptors to now lead by 7. DeRozan in the lane, kicks over, far sideline. Murray, he drives, kicks to Sabonis. Down Main Street comes Sabonis. Scoop shot is good, plus the foul, and a three-point opportunity coming for Sabonis.
You got to give Sabonis his three. Like, he hasn't taken one tonight. He caught that one, made it look like he was going to shoot it. Well, shoot it. Don't run out at him. Poor closeout and let him go by you.
Cuts the Raptor lead to 5 at 73-68. As Sabonis takes a deep breath, stares down the rim, lefty release is good. Toronto's lead is 4. 6:40 to play in the quarter, as Toronto will toss it in and bring it across center. Davion Mitchell running the show for Toronto right now. 11 points, 5 assists in the ball game against his former team. Crosses up Fox on the near side on a switch. He's picked up by Herter. Whips a pass over to Pirtle, and again a quick release on a one-hander is good for Jakob Pirtle.
Pirtle doing a nice job. Great hands. Just showing excellent hands in the lane.
75-69. Up fake for DeRozan. Mobo bit. They don't blow the whistle as DeRozan stares down the official. Looking at C.J. Washington saying, where's the call? Driving into the paint. Battle hands off to Pirtle. Again, quick release. Got the bounce. Raptors extend the lead.
I love the fact that Battle went into the lane. A guy who's a shooter under control. And then he just reaches in trying to help, trying to dig on the driving De'Aaron Fox.
So they blow the whistle there on Battle, as Toronto had opened up an 8-point lead looking for another stop. And instead, De'Aaron Fox going to go to the free throw line for attempts 5 and 6. Sacramento will now have more than twice the amount of free throw attempts, and they already have more than double the amount of free throw makes. Mobo checks out. Barrett back in. Raptors leading 77-70 with 5:56 to go in the third quarter. As Fox gets set for his second of 2 free throws, it's up and it's in. The Raptor lead is 6. Barrett's got it. And a lazy pass to Pirtle, picked off by Sabonis. Down the floor, Sabonis with a one-hand dunk, and the Raptor lead is 4.
Yeah, can't be loose with the ball like that.
And now Battle just turned it over again. He drove on the baseline far side, tried for a cross-court pass, picked off. Sacramento comes the other way. Keegan Murray lays it in, and Toronto has just blown a lead that got as high as 8, and Sacramento, with their defense forcing the issue, has cut it to 2.
Well, turnovers, live ball turnovers, leading to a dunk and a layup, and all of a sudden, Darko with a quick timeout to try and keep the crowd out of this thing.
Toronto had 5 turnovers at the half. They've already got 3 in this quarter and 2 in the last 2 possessions. 5:31 to go in this third quarter. Raptors leading 77-75 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
As fall approaches and birds head south, a different kind of bird emerges, the Subaru. While migratory flocks seek warmth, Subaru's symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive keeps drivers soaring through the wild. During the migrating season, Subaru's hunger for adventure grows exponentially, driving the intrigued radio listeners to fall for Subaru at their local Subaru dealerships, experiencing an adventure of their own. So migrate to your local Subaru dealership to book a test drive today.
Desjardins Insurance cares a lot about their clients. In fact, it's packed with such a ginormous amount of vast and substantial care that's bursting with even more whoppingly humongous and colossal care. You might be a little surprised.
Hey, basketball fans from around the world, thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Toronto Sports Insider for the Raptors matchup. Now it's time to let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Let us know what country. Put your flag emoji out there if you can. If not, put the city and state, city and province. Let us know where you're watching from. And let's see how many people from around the world are cheering on our Raptors during this one here on TSI. Thanks so much. We'll see you back in the chat. Go Raptors, go!
These can't-miss prices are the perfect way to ring in your holiday relaxation. Book today at redtag.ca or call 1-866-5-REDTAG.
redtag.ca.
Celebrating 20 years.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 5:31 to go in the third quarter. The Raptors' lead has been shaved to 2, 77-75. Toronto has given up 17 points off turnovers tonight. Only 8 miscues, as Sacramento is essentially converted on every one. That said, Toronto's done the same thing to the Kings. Sacramento with 9 turnovers, and Toronto has scored 20 points off turnovers.
Kind of the masters of their own undoing right now, Toronto. Lazy pass from Barrett, let Sabonis go, and then Battle got up in the air, and his cross-court pass picked off by DeRozan started the break. So just got to look after the ball. I like the timeout by Darko, though, trying to keep the crowd out of it.
77, 75. 2-point lead as Toronto starts with the ball. After the timeout, out on the far side, Mitchell brings it across center to Barrett up top. Pirtle sets a screen. Barrett goes back over to Mitchell on the far side. Got to the free throw line. Trying to get by Ellis Kent. Instead gives it up to Barrett. Shot clock down to 5. Barrett to Pirtle in the lane. Spins, fires, and that went a little out of control. He had to go with the shot clock winding down.
Thought he might have pitched that into the corner to Boucher, who was ready to catch and shoot.
And now Monk drives through traffic, scoops it up, off glass and in, ties the game at 77. 4:50 to play, third quarter. Barrett, far wing, 3-ball, good look, left it short. Raptors can't get to the rebound, and now Sacramento on an 8-0 run has a chance to extend it and maybe take the lead. Monk misses the scoop layup, and Pirtle has it on the baseline. Gives it up to Mitchell. Mitchell streaking down the floor, sees a seam, gets to the 10, lays it in, plus the foul. 3-point opportunity coming for Davion Mitchell.
He is so fast when he turns on the speed and changes from slow to fast. I mean, he ran right up the back of Keon Ellis and just ran past him. Great example of why you push the ball.
79-77, and we've got a technical foul being called against Malik Monk as well, but the Raptors can't take advantage as R.J. Barrett misses the free throw. Not trying to be overly critical, but Barrett has struggled, Jonesy, with free throw shooting this year. I'm surprised he's the one to take the technical free throw. Barrett came into the ball game shooting 70% at the line. Davion Mitchell on the season just 5 of 7 at the stripe, knocks down the free throw. That was Barrett's first miss of the night. To give credit to him, he was 4 of 4 before that shot. 80-77, Raptors leading by 3. Murray comes around a Sabonis screen, gets to the free throw line, trying to shake free from Jacoby Walter. A little up and under move, and a leaner goes for Keegan Murray. Nice footwork there.
Yeah, I thought he might have dragged that pivot foot, but he did get the defender in the air.
80-79. Raptors by 1. Barrett in the lane. A lot of contact. No call, but still got it to go high off glass.
Keeping an eye on Jacoby Walter. Looked like he's having an issue with that right shoulder.
He is reaching for it right now, Jones, as he's trying to guard Malik Monk. And he's looking over to the bench. He's going to come out of the ball game.
That was the same one that kept him out of training camp for a long time. Not sure when he got hit. He's going right back to the locker room.
And at least one, if not two, members of the Raptor training staff heading that way with him. He ran into a Sabonis screen, and that is a crunch when you're running into a big man like Sabonis. We'll let you know if we get any sort of update from the Raptors before the end of this ball game on Jacoby Walter, who ran back to the locker room with 3:47 to go in the third quarter, and the Raptors leading 82-79. Chris Boucher into the ball game. Out there with Barrett, Pirtle, Dick, and Mitchell. Sacramento inbounding the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Sabonis above the far elbow. Hands it off to Fox. Fox straight away, about a 16-footer. Missed the shot. Sabonis came crashing in to take it away, though. On the baseline, he's pinned. Over the shoulder pass out to Fox. Far wing to Murray. Good look at a three. Missed it. And down low, a little push in the back. Sabonis. Raptors got away with that one, but the Kings got the rebound anyways. And now another offensive rebound. A fourth look for the Kings. Herter got by Dick. Got to the 10. Laid it in. You can't give that many looks.
Well, not only can't give that many looks, you got to try and match up.
Sacramento's cut the Raptor lead to 1. 82-81. 3:03 to go. Backdoor cut. Pirtle to Boucher. Reverse layup is good. The lead is 3.
Really nice cut by Boucher. Great delivery by Pirtle.
And a miss on the other end. Raptors grab the rebound, and they push ahead. They've got numbers 5 on 4. Looked like Boucher might have been fouled on a pass-off, but the Raptors keep the ball. Working it around the perimeter. Far wing, Barrett.
Wow.
Oh, his three ball went halfway down and popped out. Tough break. Barrett gets back defensively. Contests the shot of Monk. Did a great job of going straight up and gets the stop. Mitchell to Dick, straightaway 3. That one rattled around and popped out, and Sacramento gets the rebound.
Well,
tough break for T.O.
It's something that the Raptors drilled and practiced, how to go vertical while being airborne, and RJ did a great job against Malik Monk.
84-81, Raptors by 3 with 2:18 to go in the third quarter. Toronto over 53% from the floor right now. They've made 6 more field goals, but their lead could be down to 1 in mere moments because the free throw discrepancy has been a massive issue again tonight. First one is good for Sabonis, 84-82.
19 of 21 Sacramento. Raptors 8 of 11. Again, we're talking about Sacramento. Never mind attempting.
Their makes are almost double the Raptor attempts.
Right. Right, and that's always something that I look at in terms of free throw shooting. How much is one team, when there's a discrepancy, a huge gradient, how much is one team making, how much is one team taking?
Sabonis makes good on both. Raptor lead is 1. Sabonis 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. 13, 11, and 8 points, assists, and rebounds. Mobo in the paint. Back out to Barrett on the perimeter. Shot clock at 10, lots of time. Barrett weaves his way into the paint, skips through traffic, scoops it up and in. What a strong drive there by R.J. Barrett.
I love the way R.J. kind of keeps his dribble alive, slow dribbling it, make it look like he's going to pick it up, and then change his speed again.
The lead back to 3 again for the Raptors. Oh, nice pass from Herter to Sabonis. Bounced it in traffic on a nice screen roll sequence, and Sabonis dunks it down. The lead again, chopped back down to 1. 86-85, Raptors bring it across center. Shed calls out the play. Standing on the Kings logo. Out on the far side, trying to work now against Herter. Shed dips behind Mobo. Still with Herter. Gives it up to Mobo. Mobo at the free throw line. Back to Shed on the near side. Turns into the paint. Got to go. Shot clock down to 3. Floats it up and in. Plus the foul as Shed does a little flex for his guys on the bench, and he heads to the stripe for the three-point play.
Well, we're 9 games in, and I've noticed this trend with Jamal Shed. He gets into the right hand and in the lane and uses his balance. Great jump stop, driving his feet into the ground, elevating, and shows tremendous touch on the 2-foot jump stop floater.
Does he remind you of anybody, Jonesy?
Well, I got to tell you, back in 95, 96, Damon Stoudemire rarely took a charge because he played off 2 feet.
89-85, 4-point lead. Sacramento quickly down the floor. Fox bumped, fouled, and I believe he's going to the stripe. I was going to say a more recent example and a guy that wore the exact same number.
Fred VanVleet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1:09 to go in the third quarter. Raptors leading 89-85.
Freddie's finishes were more of the kind of acrobatic.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, athletic because he's so small, getting it up on the glass. But yeah, no, both of them.
First free throw for Fox is good. 89-86. Fox 6 of 7 at the line tonight. Knocks down the second one. I just was looking at his stat line. De'Aaron Fox does not have an assist tonight. 16 points, 1 rebound, and no assists. 89-87. Barrett out on the far side trying to work against Herter. Kicks back out on the perimeter to battle for 3. And Jamison knocks it down.
He's such a reliable three-point shooter. I mean, he had a couple of good looks tonight that didn't go down. But he's still 2 of 5.
92-87. The Raptors up 5. Keegan Murray bunny hop in the lane, floats it up too strong back rim. Boucher got a hand but couldn't squeeze, and it ends up in the midst of the Kings. Another second chance opportunity here.
I love the fact that they deflected that one out of bounds, or else it was going to be a catch and shoot for Keegan Murray.
92-87. Raptors leading with 39.3 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Inbounding from the far side, it's Murray to Len. Alex Len out on the perimeter. Looking to give it up, and he does, to Malik Monk. Monk sees the seam, drives into the paint, stops on a dime, turns, fires on a fade, gets the bucket to go. Raptor lead is 3. 92-89 as Barrett brings it across center, calls out the play. About a 6.5 second differential, shot clock, game clock. So the Raptors do indeed have to give it up on a switch. Now Fox gets in front of Barrett. Barrett now drives, takes a bump, throws it up, missed it, put back no good for Mobo, but he's fouled, and Jonathan Mobo is going to the free throw line.
Mobo just has a great nose for the basketball. He's always around the basketball when it's shot. He's got his hands on it, tipping it, keeping it alive. He got 5 rebounds tonight in 15 minutes.
As he goes to the stripe and knocks down the first free throw. Mobo came in shooting 71% at the stripe. See what he can do here with this second one as the Raptor lead sits at 4. Toronto trailing at the half. They look to win this quarter. They were outscored by 6 in the second quarter after winning the first quarter by 3. Mobo missed the second free throw, but the Raptors still leading by 4. 7 seconds to play. Sacramento gets it across center. Fox gets into the paint, fakes the pass, floats it up, missed the shot. Sabonis couldn't get to it because Mobo right there to tip the ball, keep it away from Sabonis, and that will end the quarter with the Raptors walking into the final frame, Jonesy, with a 4-point lead.
They've done a really nice job holding the Kings under 43% from the floor, shooting 54% themselves, out-shooting the Kings from beyond the arc. Not quite rebounding with them, but they can look after the free throws and the ball in this quarter. Maybe they'll be grabbing their third win.
93-89, the Raptors head to the final frame with a 4-point lead on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
People sometimes ask, sure, you can consolidate people's debts using telekinesis, but what else can you do? As if changing lives isn't enough. Well, I can also use my power to make it rain hot dogs. It's still not as cool as consolidating debts into one easy payment, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Getting my Honda CR-V has opened the door to adventure with Econ Mode to maximize fuel efficiency and free to explore. And with tons of cargo space, it's easy to pack for getaways. My dog, camping gear. It's like I've discovered a wild, adventurous side of me. Whoop. Alice is excited too.
Lease the CR-V LX two-wheel drive for $99 weekly at 2.99% APR for 28 months with $2,000 down. Offer includes $1,500 lease bonus. OAC conditions apply. See HondaOntario.com.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back, Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Thanks for tuning in on a Wednesday night on the Sportsnet Radio Network as we tick towards midnight Eastern time. Raptors walk into the final frame in Sacramento with a 4-point lead, 93-89. And Jonesy, word from the Toronto Raptors PR staff, Jacoby Walter, right AC joint contusion, will not return.
Well, that's the one that kept R.J. Barrett out after the first preseason game running into Jonas Valanciunas.
And it's the one that Jacoby Walter already dealt with.
Yep.
Further testing will be coming. It is the same shoulder that he missed over a month with. As the fourth quarter is underway, 12 seconds in, and we've got a foul going against Alex Len. So the Raptors keep the possession alive. Inbound from the near side with 14 on the shot clock. Grady Dick into the ball game, tosses into Chris Boucher. Boucher holding the ball. Now fires it out towards center to Shed. Shot clock down to 7 as Shed finds Mobile. Mobile at the free throw line, looking to go at Len. Nothing happening. Got to get rid of it. Shot clock winding down. It's at 2, and the Raptors, well, they didn't throw it away. It was deflected. But there's only 0.9 on the shot clock. Mobile held that way too long.
Well, he's not confident with what was presented. He probably had a foul line jumper, and then after a couple dribbles picked it up, was looking for a cutter, but Sacramento shut off the water.
Grady will inbound from the far side. Again, there's only 0.9 on the clock. Grady gets it up to Mobo. He releases, and nothing happened. Air ball. I don't know if Len got a piece of that or not, but either way, it's an empty possession to start the fourth for Toronto. 93-89, first touch time now for Sacramento. Kings enter this ball game at 4-3. The Raptors 2-6. Toronto hoping to get a second win over the Kings in a week's time. Free ball, Fox, no good, near side, rebound to Chris Boucher. He was looking to bust out, but now he'll slow it down as Mobo brings it across center. Mobo with Fox on his hip, slows things down a little bit more, now hands off to Grady, over to Shed. Shed on the near side to Ochai. Back over far side to Grady. Up fake, turns, fires, and a frozen rope jumper is good for Grady Dick.
Nice job by Grady. Maybe that'll help him get untracked. Foul troubles made it difficult for him.
7 points in the ballgame for Grady on 3 of 7 shooting. Raptor lead is 6. DeRozan on Grady Dick right now. Pull-up jumper just above the free throw line. That's money in the bank.
Grady smartly just stood there.
Raptors by 4. Shed driving, kicks, far corner. Ochai 3-ball, had a great look, missed it, and it goes up and over the backboard. It'll be Sacramento ball. Ochai's been solid tonight. Had a great look there, but just couldn't knock it down. Now the Kings will bring it up across center. 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. Kings trailing by 4. DeRozan trying to work by Ochai. Got to the near elbow, turns, spins, passes out to Monk, sidestep, 3-ball is up and clean. The Raptor lead is down to 1.
That's a guy you got to be aware of. Malik Monk can get it going in a hurry.
95-91. Shed, far wing, nearly lost it, and he did lose it. He was bumped, tried to get it back, took it away. Malik Monk down the floor, and Shed got back to deflect it away, and Shed saying, I knocked it off Monk's head. That should be our ball. Darko's looking at his coaches to see if it's worth reviewing or not. Challenging. And I think he's got a point.
He's got a point, yeah.
Whether it was the head or the hands, but they don't challenge, and Sacramento inbounds and gets a quick bucket, and the Kings now lead. So gone is the Raptor lead. And now Fox picks up pressure in the backcourt. Fox is all over Shed, but the refs let it go. They get it across center. Mobo down low to Ochai. In the near corner to Grady. Good look at a three. Dick missed it. Down low, Boucher tipped it but couldn't squeeze, and Len takes it away.
Just the size there of Alex Len getting his hands on the ball. Dangerous time here for Toronto.
96-95, Sacramento leading and smelling a little blood in the water here early, trying to extend their lead. Monk with a three. Another late whistle, and they're going to call a foul and send Monk to the free throw line for three.
He made that sidestep three, and I just had visions of him getting going. He scored on the next one, and now he's been fouled.
I'll tell you what, Mobo, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to watch the replay one more time if our TV friends show us. It looks like he had his back to the play.
This is one that I struggle with, and I've asked it in our referees meetings. At what point is the shooter responsible for kind of landing in somewhat of a confined area?
Especially if the defender, Jonesy, has his back to the play. Monk hit the first free throw, missed the second. Raptor lead is 2 at 97-95. Or excuse me, Raptor trailing by 2, 97-95, as they've given up the lead. They walked into the final frame with a 4-point lead, and the Kings have quickly erased that. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Monk's third free throw is good, so 2 of 3 at the stripe, but allows the Kings to jump up to a 3-point lead at 98-95. Their largest lead tonight, just 5. They're in the midst of a 9-0 run, though. It extends back to late third quarter. Shed, right to left, cross-court to Ochai. Ochai cut off there by Fox, goes back out on the perimeter to Battle. Shot clock is 5 as Battle turns, fires at the free throw line, left it short off the front of the rim. Monk with the rebound. Another stop for Sacramento. Funky start to the fourth for the Raptors. Monk went left, spins back right. Battle did a great job holding his ground, but the ball comes back into the hands of Monk in the near corner. Finds Len. Still a lot of time in the shot clock. Sideline three ball. Monk no good. And a nice job by Boucher to secure the rebound.
Battle was really good on that defensive sequence.
Ochai crosses up. Everybody gets to the tin and scoops it up and in. What a drive by Ochai Agbaji.
Nice athleticism and ball handling showed on the move by Ochai. Defense was back, standing there, not really ready to play, and he took advantage.
98-97, 1-point lead for the Kings. Fox whips a pass down low to DeRozan, down on the left block. DeRozan covered by Battle. Let's see if he spins to the baseline. He turns, fires, jumper is good, plus the foul. 3-point opportunity coming for DeRozan as he got Battle to commit the cardinal sin.
Well, never foul a jump shooter. Battle's got to challenge that without going forward. DeRozan's going to have a natural fade on that shot. Just put your hand up and hope he misses. Be ready for a rebound.
197, Sacramento leading by 3. DeRozan's got a chance to make it 4 right here. DeRozan up to 20 points in the ball game. Give him 21 as he does knock down the free throw. He's got a team high 21. Top scorer in the ball game is Barrett with 23. He's on the bench right now. Raptors now trailing by 4 as Davion Mitchell brings it across center, and Barrett has checked into the game. Barrett has it on the wing near side, trying to shake free from Ellis. And we've got a defensive 3-second violation going against Sacramento. I think that's going on Trey Lyles, so it'll be a technical free throw for the Raptors, and they'll keep the ball.
Important to make a muscle here if you're Toronto.
Davion Mitchell this time will do the honors. And he makes the free throw. 101-98. Raptors down by 3. Trey Lyles didn't like that call. He still looks like he's smelling something funky as he's giving a dirty look to the officials. Raptors will inbound from the near side. With a fresh 14, they get it in. Ochai to Mitchell. Mitchell using a Pirtle screen. Now finds Ochai cutting in the back door. Goes along the baseline into the far corner to Boucher. Missed the 3-ball. Boucher ended up on his wallet. No call. Sacramento with the rebound. And they'll bring it across center with DeRozan. Ahead to Monk. Monk on the near side. Trying to drive on RJ. Finds Alex Len right down the heart of the lane, who missed the shot on a scoop, but he's fouled, and Len goes to the free throw line. With Sacramento leading 101-98. 2 free throws coming for the one-time Raptor, Alex Len.
A Tampa Raptor.
Yep.
We never saw him in Toronto. It's a kind of a funky year. A bunch of guys played for the Raptors in Tampa, and we never met them.
And he nearly airballed a free throw.
It includes a head coach of Minnesota, Chris Finch, who left partway through the season.
You know, I would have liked to get to know a little bit Freddie Gillespie.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good dude, good energy. But I digress. We'll step aside for a break. 7:41 to go in the ball game. Sacramento leading 101-98, and Len will have one more free throw coming after the break on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Winter isn't here yet, but redtag.ca's incredible vacation deals for the season are. Bask in the sun and save up to a red-hot 60% on your next winter escape with redtag.ca today. Whether you're headed to Cuba, Jamaica, Mexico, or another tropical haven, you can't feel cold on the beach. Forget the frost this winter and get lost in paradise for...
What's up, Raptors fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for the Raptors and the Sacramento Kings. Baby cat does not want to be held in this video. Go ahead, run around. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please hit that like button down below. As well, please share the link out. Let's get some more Raptors fans here in the chat. We had a lot of people here last night for the Lakers game. It was a great chat. Thanks for hanging out with us again tonight. Now let's get back to the basketball. Let's go, Raptors. Let's start getting some W's. Get some confidence back. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 101-98. The Raptors trailing by 3 with 7:41 to play in the ballgame. Still a ton of time, and the Raptors, I know I've hammered this point home a few times tonight, folks, shooting 52% with 5 more field goal makes, with 1 more three-pointer made, but they have attempted 14 fewer free throws and made 14 fewer free throws.
Yeah.
25-11 is the differential in terms of free throws made. Sacramento versus Toronto. And that is a huge issue right now in this game, and it has been this season in most games. 1 more free throw coming right now for Alex Len. That will officially double up the free throw attempts, 30-15, Sacramento versus Toronto. And he makes that one. So now the free throw differential in terms of the scoring is 26-11. 15 more points at the stripe. 102-98. Raptors down 4. Mitchell to Barrett. Barrett turns the corner, then passes off to Pirtle, who lays it up in traffic. Great execution.
Yeah, it was. RJ turned the corner, and he and Pirtle doing a nice job connection-wise there.
More than half of the points for the Raptors have come in the paint, 56 of their 100. They trail by 2. DeRozan, far side, spins, fires over. Barrett gets the jumper to go. RJ didn't bite, though. Stayed on his feet.
You just got to hope that DeMar misses. You got to do your work early, actually, and Try to keep him out of the lane.
Barrett kicks out to Grady. 3-ball, got a great look, missed it, but we've got a foul coming against Sacramento as they're going to get Ellis with a hold on Barrett. Foul on the floor will keep the possession alive for Toronto as they will inbound with a fresh 14.
If you know DeMar's going to get that ball, you got to keep him out of the lane. Keep him out of the sweet spot.
Grady Dick came into the ballgame shooting 38% from 3. I thought his number was actually a little higher than that, as he seems like he shot it extremely well this year. Now 0 for 4 tonight. It just has not been his night. As you mentioned earlier, he got into foul trouble in the first half and just hasn't really been able to find a rhythm. 3 of 9, 0 4 from distance, just 7 points. He's got the ball right now. No, he doesn't. Taken away by Ellis. He picked off the Barrett pass. Grady got back to contest the shot. Didn't matter as Ellis scoops it in. And Sacramento has their largest lead of the night at 6, 106-100.
Live ball turnover. Not a great exchange. Barrett actually losing his balance as he passed it.
Mitchell did a great job weaving into the paint, and a little bunny hop floater goes. Davion Mitchell, 15 against his former team. Raptors cut it to 4. Kings in the midst of a 17-7 run. 6:20 to play in the ballgame. Near sideline, Keegan Murray 3 is good. And that now is Sacramento's largest lead as it goes up to 7. 109-102. Mitchell again into the lane, past to Pirtle, and it looked like he had a great chance to take the exact same shot.
Tough look. He was trying to be unselfish. I think Pirtle was also expecting him to shoot it.
Yep.
Moving towards rebounding position.
That'll be the 12th Raptor turnover. And what did we say they had at the half? I believe it was 5. They've already got 4 in this fourth quarter. Yep, they had 5 the entire first half. Now 12 in the ball game. Ticking under 6 minutes to play. We are past the halfway point. Sacramento leading by 7. They have owned the fourth quarter thus far. DeRozan turns, fires, jumper over Barrett is good. The lead grows to 9. DeRozan up to 25 in the ball game.
Big possession. If there's not a score here and a score on the other end, there's going to have to be a timeout.
111-102.
Offense has become a little static right now.
Grady Dick just blew a tire, but gets the ball back over to Barrett on the far wing. RJ going to elevate for a 3. Pirtle down low, tapped it out, but nobody there. And it's going to be Sacramento ball as Toronto now stares down the barrel of going down double figures. 5:22 to play in the ball game. Raptors still going at a 52% clip, but it doesn't matter. They're down 9. Ellis around a screen set by Sabonis. Over to Fox out on the wing far side, more toward the far sideline. Now gives it up to DeRozan. Feed the hot hand. DeMar up top to Murray. Murray thought about the 3, now puts it on the floor. Got by Grady, stops in the lane. Pirtle contest, missed that one, but down low the tip is good for Sabonis. He's got a triple-double, and it extends the Sacramento lead to 11.
Well, the Kings just relentless on the offense, and the Raptors not able to get scores, not helping themselves with turnovers. Offense becoming a little bit static under pressure.
Toronto Jonesy came into this fourth quarter with a 4-point lead off a 39-point third quarter, leading 93-89, and they have been outscored 24-9. 5:01 to go. Raptors down 113-102 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
If you've got room in your day to doom scroll until your battery dies, binge an entire season of reality TV, or watch funny cat videos on loop, you've got room for play. With thrilling arcade games, epic attractions, live entertainment, crave-worthy food, and handcrafted cocktails, the Rec Room is the ultimate place to let loose and have fun. The Rec Room. Make room for play. Find the Rec Room near you at therecroom.com.
Autumn is a season of change. The colors of the leaves and chill in the air. As the days grow shorter, make the moments last longer at Thermea Spa Village. Engage your senses with an Aufguss ritual. Delight in seasonal flavors with a carefully crafted culinary experience. Relax in a hot bath and soak in the beauty of autumn. Plan your personalized weekday getaway at thermea.com/Whitby. Take good care.
This is Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. 5:01 to go in the ball game. And the Raptors in a hole now, trailing 113-102 as the tables have turned in a big-time way in the first 7 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Well, you can thank the veteran DeMar DeRozan for that. 16 years in the league, and he has already got 9 in the fourth quarter, 9 points in the fourth quarter.
On a perfect 4 of 4.
Yeah, he just, he gets into his spot, his mid-range spot. He's going to make shots from there. He's going to turn and knock it down. He's going to shot fake you if you don't go for the fake.
Barrett driving into the paint, kicks over far sideline. Grady Dick, good look at a 3, missed it again. Grady tonight 0 of 5 from distance, 3 of 10 from the floor. Tough break there as Toronto got a great look. Ellis over to Fox, who gives it up to DeRozan. DeMar quarterbacking from the far side, whips a pass into the paint to Sabonis. Sabonis, little shovel pass underneath to Fox. Late in the shot clock, far sideline. Triple is good. Look what I found, the gift for De'Aaron Fox. And the lead grows to 14. This game has been flipped on its head. 116-102. Ochai near sideline. And the Raptors are unraveling right now.
Well, young team. You got to get something going to the basket there, get a score, get some free throws, something to throw some water on the fire here.
116-102. DeRozan trying to pass out to Fox. It's kicked by Grady Dick, so it'll be Sacramento ball and a fresh 14.
Did a good job going at DeMar with a double team because he's been just abusing them.
Again, the Raptors walked into the fourth quarter with a 4-point lead, and in over 8 minutes, they have scored only 9 points. Coming off a 39-point third quarter, the Raptors offense has just stalled here in the fourth. Jumper, DeRozan, far side, 20-footer, no good, and the Raptors get the rebound. Here comes Barrett. If there's a run, it's got to come right now with 3:25 to go. Barrett, pull-up jumper straight away. Rimmed out. Sabonis with the rebound, gives it up to Fox, and that might do it. Well, here comes Fox streaking down Main Street. Jonesy to the rim, missed it, but he's fouled, and 2 free throws coming.
The Raptors have had good looks. They just, their shooting that was so good through 3 quarters has kind of abandoned them.
And things getting a little testy on the floor right now with Barrett and Fox on the baseline. Barrett was complaining to the officials. Fox didn't like it. Then Ellis came over. He had a few words for Barrett. Then Ellis and Barrett kind of came close to chest. Ochai broke it up, and the officials stepped in as well.
4 of 14 this quarter for Toronto. Sacramento 10 of 16.
4 of 14. They were 14 of 20 in the third. They shot 70%. In fact, they entered the fourth quarter shooting 54%, and even in spite of that 4 of 14, they're still shooting 50%. And Jonesy, I'll go back to it again. They're down 15 points in the game. They still have 1 more field goal make, and they're shooting 50% from the floor, but they've been demolished at the free throw line. Sacramento outscoring Toronto 28-11 at the stripe.
Well, Raptors not getting to the stripe, but more concerning is the number of free throws they're giving up. Are they fouling that much?
Barrett straight away, driving, gets toward the right block, fouled, nope, blocked. They're calling it a clean block, out of bounds off Sacramento. It'll be Toronto's ball on the baseline with 3:02 to go. They're trailing 118-102. Kings in the midst of a 29-7 run. Davion Mitchell inbounding, goes out on the perimeter to Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell comes back to get the ball from Yak. Mitchell out on the far wing, steps behind Yak. 3-ball up and clean for Davion Mitchell. 20 points against his former team.
Well, finally they break the run.
118-105 with 2:42 to go. DeRozan way above the arc out on the far side. Now straight away, turns the corner down Main Street, gets into the paint, got to the tin, and laid it up and in. And Darko wants a timeout. DeRozan up to 27 points in the ballgame. In fact, 3 Kings going for 20-plus. DeRozan 27, Murray 22, and Fox with 21, and the Raptors trailing by 15 with just over 2.5 minutes to go.
Well, DeRozan did a nice job on that last play, turning the corner. You know, you try to show and recover on him. He keeps his dribble alive, and when he sees the hedge man, the guy just trying to stunt or slow him down and get back, he waits till the path is clear, and he gets right to the basket.
All right, I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyways. I know we've been working together a long time, Jonesy. There are some, I don't know if it's the extreme minority or the extreme majority. There are some in Raptorland that look at this and say, you know what? This is still a perfect game. I'm seeing progress. Yeah. I'm seeing a team that's young and that's battling and that's getting reps and getting experience. But at the end of the day, if they lose, that means a higher draft pick. And at this point in the franchise, I'll take the higher pick.
Yeah,
I mean, Masai Ujiri himself even said rebuild.
Yeah.
60 seconds into media day, but
I get it, but we're 10 games in.
Yeah.
And the problem is, to me, the evaluation. Because you can't really look at what you have or evaluate what you have until you get everybody healthy. Scotty's only played a handful of games, he's out. Quickly plays a couple games, he's out.
Not even.
Olynyk hasn't played.
Brown hasn't played.
So I get it, you're rebuilding, but what do you want to keep and what do you want to get rid of? Or is there something you want to do or things you want to look at? It's going to be tough to do that because you don't have people healthy.
120-105. Raptors trailing by 15. I'll tell you the other thing, too.
And my point is, on the rebuild like that, Eric,
yep,
you're going to have to wait till they get healthy to see what you have. Now you've killed part of a season, a third of a season.
Yep.
Just trying to find out what you have.
I hear you. Boucher with the jumper straight away is good. Raptors down 13. And on top of all that, to be clear, it should be an obvious statement. Len finishing with an alley-oop dunk from Ellis. Not one player or coach in the locker room cares one blank about a draft pick.
No.
They're going out there trying to win every single night. Period. Fernando gets blocked by Len. Raptors down 15 with 1:40 to go. It's just about the final number on the board right now as Toronto's going to drop their second straight on this road trip. They're going to fall to 2-7, getting set for a double dip in LA. Len over to McLaughlin, step back, triple, it's up short, front rim, and the rebound in traffic to Ellis will keep the possession alive for Sacramento, fresh 14. Ellis to Len, back to Ellis at the far elbow, Shed on his hip. They work it around to McDermott. McDermott to McLaughlin, has to heave it, and it's an air ball and a shot clock violation.
That was a good sequence by Toronto defensively. Needed a few more of those, but that was promising.
I'll tell you what, the Raptors, I continue to say, I truly believe they are better than what their record indicates, but at the end of the day, you are what your record says it is. They're going to be 2-7. They're still not going to be last in the Eastern Conference, as Philadelphia, barring some crazy comeback, is going to fall to 1-6 as the Sixers are down by 18 in LA against the Clippers. 122-107. Raptors trailing by 15 with now 40 seconds to play. Len has it above the near elbow. Hands it off to McLaughlin. Kings work it around the perimeter. Over into the far corner. The running floater is no good. A funky looking shot right there for Jones. And the Raptors come back with 26 seconds to play. Mobile trying to go up and under, gets his shot blocked. Chris Boucher got it back. Ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by the Kings. They'll bring it across center, and that should do it. The shot clock is off. The game clock is down to 13. Fans in Sacramento chanting, "Let's go Kings." And I think they're chanting, "Light the beam" as well.
Light the beam, yeah.
As the buzzer goes to do it, and the Raptors lose by 15. They get outscored by 19 points in the fourth quarter as the game just completely fell apart in the final 12 minutes.
Well, it was all about the defense and the shooting. Toronto turning it over. Sacramento's defense pretty solid. And all of a sudden, a 4-point lead for Toronto vanishes.
The Raptors in the final quarter, again, if you can smell smoke, it's me trying to do math on the fly, shooting 6 of 20 in the final frame and scoring only 14 points after scoring 39 in the third. The Raptors outscored 33-14, and they lose 122-107. We will step aside for the break, come back with the final numbers, and then get set for post-game coverage as, again, Toronto loses 122-107 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine Bank on the Sportsnet Radio Network, streaming on the Sportsnet app and at sportsnet.ca.
As fall approaches and birds head south, a different kind of bird emerges.
The National Basketball Association on SiriusXM. For a full list of games
in State on XM 385, Internet 975. 10 p.m. Cal faces Cal Poly on XM and Internet 371. 10 p.m. USC faces Idaho State on SiriusXM and Internet channels 84. 10:30 p.m. Utah faces Central Arkansas on XM 386, Internet 976. In NCAA college women's basketball, 6 p.m. Kentucky faces Northern Kentucky on Sirius 161, XM 191, and Internet 961. 7 p.m. Liberty faces Duke on Sirius 162, XM 194, and Internet 956. 7 p.m. North Carolina faces UNCW on Sirius 137, XM 193, and Internet 955. In the NFL, 8:15 p.m. Baltimore Ravens take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ravens on Sirius 81, XM 226, and Internet 802. Bengals on Sirius 83, XM 225, and Internet 806. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 88. In the NHL, 7 p.m. Boston Bruins take on the Calgary Flames. Bruins on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 921. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m. Florida Panthers take on the Nashville Predators. Panthers on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 931. Predators on Internet 935. 7 p.m. Carolina Hurricanes face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hurricanes on XM 201, Internet 924. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m. New Jersey Devils face the Montreal Canadiens. Devils on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 936. Canadiens on Internet 934. 7 p.m. New York Rangers face the Buffalo Sabres. Rangers on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 938. Sabres on Internet 922. 7 p.m. Ottawa Senators take on the New York Islanders. Senators on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 939. Islanders on Internet 937. 7:30 p.m. Tampa Bay Lightning face the Philadelphia Flyers. Lightning on XM 223, Internet 945. Flyers on Internet 940. 8 p.m. Winnipeg Jets face the Colorado Avalanche. Jets on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 951. Avalanche on Internet 926. 8 p.m. St. Louis Blues face the Utah Hockey Club. Blues on XM 202, Internet 944. Utah on Internet 947. 8 p.m. Dallas Stars take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Stars on XM 203, Internet 928. Blackhawks on Internet 925. 10:30 p.m. LA Kings face the Vancouver Canucks. Kings on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 932. Canucks on Internet 948. 10:30 p.m. San Jose Sharks face the Minnesota Wild. Sharks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 942. Wild on Internet 933. On the PGA Tour at 11 a.m., catch full coverage of the Worldwide Technology Championship on Sirius XM and Internet channels 92.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton. You know, Novak Djokovic has become only the third person to hold all 4 Grand Slam tennis titles at one time. 2 players have completed that feat in a calendar year. Only one has done it twice. His name, Rod Laver. In 1962, he competed as an amateur and became the first player since Don Budge in 1938 to complete the calendar slam. His hardest test came on clay, winning 3 straight 5-setters en route to the French Open title. In all, there were 22 wins for Laver in 1962. Now, until 1968, pros were not allowed to play in Grand Slam tournaments. When that rule was changed, the Open era began. This, of course, meant Laver was banned from the majors for 5 years of his career. But once the doors opened for professionals, he burst onto the Grand Slam scene. He won the first Wimbledon of the Open era in 1968, defeating top-ranked amateur Arthur Ashe in the semifinal in straight sets, then went on to win the final. Laver would win a total of 11 Grand Slams as both a pro and an amateur. At this time, despite being banned from Grand Slam play for 5 of his best years, he won 6 doubles Grand Slams, 3 mixed doubles titles, and he also led his Australian team to 5 Davis Cup victories. One